And
there we go. We are live. We are live.
Morning all.
A bit of a delay this morning. A little bit of a delayed start. I apologise. Pretty tough. Let me share the links around. Copy that. Have a good night.
I didn't stay out late myself last night. I was only out till about 8:15.
All right. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go.
Watching bloody Billions again.
Ah,
Hooked on that.
Watched basically binged the series of, I think it's called Trauma. Was it Trauma? It's a medical sort of show, whatever was on a Sky Witness.
Oh, right. No, I'm not going to get into that and all.
Transplant, it was called. Transplant. Actually, not trauma. Transplant.
there we are. There we go. Hello, everyone. If you're all keeping well this morning, bit of a late start, like I say, a little bit of a delay, but we're in. We're all good. I'm going to jump straight to my bench because I want to start this. Let's crack on. Hope everyone out there is all right. Nice lazy Sunday morning.
Oh,
Here we got me there saying hello, Simon saying hello, we've got Sean there saying morning guys, yay, no work today.
Yay.
Brian Wimbles there saying morning peeps.
Hello.
Hey, Brian.
Andy Parnell,
Hey,
morning all,
Brian.
hope we're all safe and well. Yeah, not too bad, thank you, Andy.
Morning all. So what are you working on, Paul?
My Lancer.
Ooh, you started it.
That's a Lancia. No. I was. Hey?
It's made it on top of the bench.
Yeah, it was there last night.
Yeah, I know you're doing your colour call outs last night, aren't you?
I was filming Roof Through the Box.
it was under the bench yesterday. I seen that on your bench update.
One
Hey?
thing on the bench update is that
Yeah.
a little footsie stall under there as well.
Yeah. It is.
Good idea, actually. It keeps the feet warm, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
I have my oil-filled electric radiator at my feet. Well, just by my knees. Yeah.
I've done the same thing now, and I'll put mine under the bench as well, so you get
Yeah.
the heat wafting out from underneath. It's quite nice, yeah.
Yes, nice and toasty.
Ian Doubtwright's in the chat saying morning chaps. Southwest Modeler, that's Chunk. You coming in, Chunk?
Hey,
I
chunk.
think he's been up all night watching a series again. Apparently,
Probably.
Oh,
No,
Oh, yeah,
probably.
he messaged me about 8 o'clock this morning, just saying he's just finished it. So,
Super.
it's
Oh,
his evening
well,
anyway, so
okay.
isn't it?
yeah, happy
Probably going
Sunday.
to McDonald's, isn't he?
Probably. Got Brian Moran there saying morning guys. Thought I'd binned it for today. No, we're just having a go slow this morning, Brian.
Just a bit late getting out. Still drinking my tea at 5 to 10. Thinking, oops, I need to get out there.
Harry Marwick there saying good morning everyone. Warden B, morning chaps. Thanks for the intimate look through your drawers on your last video, Paul.
Ooh, anytime.
And Chunk saying you'll be in a bit.
Cool.
You must just be finishing off that McDonald's sign.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Joke's on it.
I normally get to this stage, I just want to rush to get it done, but I've got no incentive to rush this at all today.
Yeah, take your time. Oh, careful.
Yeah, throw the rear spoiler in the tub of water.
Annette McCall's in there saying hello everyone. It's not a name I've
Hello.
heard before.
Annette McCall's in there saying hello everyone. And Chunky saying he's on his way back from his sister's apparently.
Hello, hello. Is this working?
That's what I was just chatting to my.
Was I not listening to something? Did I miss something again?
No, Al read it out just before you did.
Oh, sorry. I was making a bit of noise here, so I probably couldn't hear her. I do apologise.
Comedy timing.
Not.
Noise? Do you want to watch that? You get the noise police on you.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Expect that Alistair McCord.
Yeah.
McCord? McNeish.
Oh.
And that says she's a newbie.
Cool.
I think Annette's just joined the ISM group as well. I think I
Okay.
the other day. I think she's a friend of Cully's. Are you, Annette? I think the invite come from Cully.
Craig Pello's there as well.
Oh dear. No Macca's tonight for Chunk. Dearie me. Still 9 o'clock. Still time.
Take a detour on your way home, Chunk.
Right. I might get this cockpit in today.
You, Mike? Morning, Mike.
Morning.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Hello. How you doing?
Is he good?
Shift that.
Wow.
Sam's having another go.
Here's Sam. Now mute to spray.
Oh, rats. That's the wrong colour.
What's that wrong-sided grey? Is it? Oh, well.
Yeah. Oh. Bim. I'm sure it said.
Hey, Sam.
You sure it wasn't the Guinness talking the other night? Oh, what told you what colour?
Say again?
You sure it wasn't the Guinness that told you what colour the other night?
The Guinness was lovely.
Right, Sam.
Hello, how's it going?
Bye, mate.
Hello, Sam.
Hey,
Hello,
Sam.
Mike. Hello, Al. Hello, Al. Yeah, so we got
Unimportant.
Ashley.
Simon's there. I was joking.
Hey, sorry.
I don't know what he's doing. He's painting. Can't quite tell what he's up to.
Okay. It's a long way down.
This is the Mike's house.
Right.
I tried to be getting the chat. Got Craig Pello there saying morning. Chunk said he'd been to his sister's for a roast lamb dinner.
Ooh.
Superb. Very nice. I'll be having a roast beef dinner later. And Annette is saying, she was invited to the group by Cully, and she's on Strike Eagle Models on Facebook too.
Yeah.
In that group.
Welcome aboard.
Yeah.
Joe Edwards is there saying morning, guys. And Luke's there saying morning, folks.
Oh, Luke.
Look.
Is Luke coming in this
Hello.
morning? Or is it?
I don't know. Sam's frog's back.
Again, man?
Your frog's back.
I haven't got a clue about this.
It's the strangest noise. It's really funny. It's just very quiet in the background, like.
It's root brackies in the cupboard.
Go. Shared.
There we are. Dan Jones today would be, what did I say? I can't quite read it. Quiet after his quite quiet. I don't know. I don't think we'll see Dan today.
No, doubt it.
Still recovering. That noise is hilarious. What on earth is it, Sam?
I have no idea.
Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
hear it, yeah.
Sounds
Yeah,
like a frog, doesn't it?
It sounds like a frog in the background, yeah.
Ribbit.
There's nothing on. There's no TV, radio, nothing.
Oh, it's hilarious.
You can't unhear it now, can you?
Dude, I'm glad you give us something.
Oh, what on earth is that at your place, Sam? What have you got? Have you got a freezer nearby or something, or a
Nope.
fridge?
Nope.
Can everyone?
Yeah.
Can people in the chat hear that? Yeah, people can hear it in
Yeah.
the chat.
Oh, aye.
Watch your back later, Sam. When we're off live, watch your back and you'll hear it.
Well, I can mute. It's not a problem.
No, you don't need to mute. It's just funny.
No, fridges and freezers in a different room.
That's really weird.
There's nothing on.
Brian says you can hear it in the feed.
That's good. Well, it's an early Christmas present for you.
There you go. Yeah, it's a gift that keeps on giving. We appreciate that, Sam.
I'm just that type of guy, you know.
You're just a giver, aren't you?
Aye, continually.
Alan's a taker.
Not going to even go there.
Everyone else is.
I'm saying nothing.
Where'd the clear parts go?
Talking of clear parts,
Mm-hmm.
when I drop that other thing over, don't forget to swap it, take them other bits out of that box for.
There you go, mate. Oh, yeah. Remind me. Well, you'll be giving it anyway, so.
Well, no, well, I'll give you the other one back, but it needs the clear parts putting in the box, doesn't it? Or taking out the box of the other one.
Oh, yeah.
Otherwise,
Hang on, you're taking the rep on, aren't you?
yeah.
Yeah, well, they're in there.
Yeah, but you need to take the ones out of there for the blue one, which I'm going to give to you.
No,
Which you're sending on.
it's not the blue one, the tissue. It's your 246. It's missing. It's clear, isn't it?
No, it's this. It's the one I've got that's missing the clear.
Yeah, I know. It's not the
Yeah.
Daytona, I don't think, is it? Oh, yeah, sorry, it is. You're right, yeah. I was getting confused. Yes.
Yeah, 'cause you've got 2 sets of clears there, haven't you?
Yeah. I got confused, man. Too much to remember.
I'll remind you.
And plus, I'm trying to do a video build right now, and just a live show. It can get a bit confusing.
Excuses.
Yep.
I'll just remind you closer to the time.
Oh, I do, Mal.
Sort him out, Al.
Al, kill.
I was on it. I was just having a bit of a coughing fit. So,
No excuse.
Al, I have to have a word.
Yeah,
Okay, are you ready? Listen, sit back.
yeah, I'm paying attention. Go.
Sit back, relax.
Yeah.
Word.
Thank you.
Okay.
Luckily he's not on that table fighting their kneecaps.
Yeah, Ronald, the engine bay is quite detailed on this. You can open the back end up. Well, the back end doesn't actually. It's very strange. The front end comes off, but there's not really all that much to see in the front. So quite why Hasegawa did that, I don't know. But you can see it through the back window. That's as good as you're getting, really. But it is a nice detailed engine.
Is that the Super Delta?
No, the E037.
Oh, yeah, you do. Don't worry.
Okay.
Word of the meal.
I got a bit baffled here by bits that need painting.
What? There's not a kit that needs parts painting it, is it, Paul? God.
I got PE, haven't I?
Ah, okay.
I'm trying to figure out what needs painting. He's a sarky git, isn't he?
He really is.
Really is.
What did I lose today? I apologise.
Where have they gone with it? There they are.
I'll have another word with him.
Word. Word.
Second word.
Bad word.
The third word, you go into the blue book whenever I see it on there.
Careful.
Ooh, I don't want to be in the blue book.
Norm's got the book, but we can message him.
That needs cut. That does need doing. We'll circle that then.
Just on the off chance.
So to open it, you'd have to scratch build the hinges. Yeah. I don't think it'd be that difficult to do. You can just cut along the seams. But it does come with the hinges on it, but they don't work, obviously. Don't think it'd be that difficult to do, Ronald, to be honest. If it wasn't video building it, I might contemplate it as a video build. Nah. I'll pass. I'll take an easy job. I just don't know why they did that. They did the front so it came off, but not bothered with the back. A little bit silly, really.
I think it'd be the other way around, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I think that'd be fairly easy to open up.
Actually, I forgot where the engine was.
Eh? Yeah.
RLM grey is actually green.
Yeah, probably. And the Germans.
Stupid thing.
Okie dokie. Right, so we've got that to do, a bit of P to do, front splitter, light pod, and the rear intakes to do, with some photo etching there as well. Indeed. Boy, missed an old friend in the hangout last night. Brian Emmett. Oh, Brian popped in.
Oh.
Was he all right? I've got spoke to Brian in ages.
Jeez, it must be about 6, 8 months.
Months? Yeah, it's been a while.
Easy.
I like Brian. He's a nice guy.
Yeah, bro.
Can't stand you, lot.
Yeah.
That's how that was.
Just a little
I'll have a word.
word.
Man.
There you go.
I hate this beginning part of a build week, trying to figure out what should be body colour and what isn't, especially on instructions that are this busy. They are very, very busy instructions. Wondering if any of you have built the Tamiya HKS Skyline? Yeah, I've had that decal set. It looks a nightmare. But it looked cool. Done though.
I was just looking at one on eBay that's for sale now. It's at 20 quid, and it's already been done. All the body had the decals put on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. The best part of the build, wouldn't it? For me?
Oh. This Sam's lunch getting done. What are you having today, Sam?
Lamb.
Oh. And vegetables to take it.
Yeah.
Ronald says, Alan, which red did you use for the Lancer? It's really bright red.
It's TS49.
Yeah, which is a damn good colour.
Yeah, TS49 on white UMP. There's probably, I think it's maybe 7 coats of TS49 on there now for various reasons. Then Gravity 2KK on top, polished with UMP polishing system.
I look well when it's finished getting.
Yeah, it's quite nice actually. Pretty reasonably, isn't it?
I got catch up to play. I got catch up to play on you lot at the minute.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm taking my time, you know, giving you a bit of a chance.
We could also do making an amendment on the group build. We need that Japanese one a bit closer. I can build a skyline as part of it.
Well, as they say, everything's subject to change.
Yeah. Don't know what's after the German one. Kind of like take part in them all, you see. That skyline's going to take me a while, isn't it?
F1's after the German one.
Right, and I want that to be a video build, you see. So do we postpone the skyline for a bit?
Because the Jap one's not going to be until
End of the year, November.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not gonna make it till then without building that skyline.
No.
Unless you build the skyline in between other things and just do some.
Oh, it could go as part of homologation.
Yeah.
Pretty sure they must be homologated.
July the homologation one, isn't it?
Yeah, don't know. I can wait till then, to be honest. Road cars, we got one of them.
Cars beginning of April.
Don't know. We can wait till then either, to be honest. Yeah.
So we're just finishing a Land of the Rising Sun build now, aren't we, on the ISM page? So can't really throw in another Japanese one straight after, can we?
No, but we could move the homologation one round, couldn't we?
Yes, we could.
But that's being a bit selfish for myself then.
That's your page 4.
Well, that's our one, that. My name. Pizza's Konnichiwa, everyone Genki? Oh, very Genki. Don't think I've ever been so Genki in all my life. You Genki, Sam?
I am indeed. That always has been.
Excellent.
I need to get me some of those black edging pens that you use.
The Edding one.
Yeah, I tend to use Sharpies.
Yeah, the Edding is much better. I think you can refill it. It's like a lot easier. Hello, Luke.
Good morning.
Hello.
Luke.
Morning, Luke.
How are we?
We're alive.
It's always a good start to the day.
Ah, it is for me, I can tell you.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello,
Tim.
Timmy. Hello, Luke.
Hello, Luke.
No, my name's Tim.
Hello, Luke's there.
Tim, look.
Yeah, definitely Luke's there.
There's Chunk.
Hello, Tim.
Oh, look at there's that happy Irish face of Sam.
Sorry?
Hey, sorry.
I thought you were talking to Mike there.
Mike's always happy.
Isn't he?
He's actually.
He's quite a happy chap.
Excuse me, I always am as well. sometimes.
Well, I thought I'd join you this morning live from the kitchen.
Cool.
Don't be giving me any house
Yeah.
Brian. Tell me for a back.
Take it you're on dinner duties today, then.
Hey?
Tim?
No, washing up duties.
No, washing up duties.
Oh, I've already done that, so.
Yeah. That's what I thought. I said I'd do it last night, and I didn't do it last night. And you know what they're like for picking out the points that you don't do. So I thought, better do
What?
that. And that's what the cat's staring at me like, oh, I've never been fed before. Please feed me.
Yeah.
Meow, 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 meow.
What are you up to, Luke? Anything?
What am I doing? Finished the repulsor.
Yeah, I've seen that.
So I
What,
am
repulsing?
doing another dreadnought.
Dreadnought.
One of those.
Have you started playing with your friends then, Luke?
Oh,
No,
right. I
Sorry,
thought.
because
Social
lockdown.
distancing, Tim.
That came out really
Oh.
wrong. That came out really bad.
No, so all I'm doing at the moment is watching. There's a lot of stuff on YouTube. They're called battle reports, where they film the actual game and talk about how it's gone and tactics and that sort of stuff. So I'm watching those and trying to build an army that is competitive. But because we're not playing the game, I don't know until I play whether it is or it isn't. So it's I could be building all this stuff and it's the wrong stuff.
Now I watched Rhea asked, have you played it with? Have you played the game with your lady? See, I could have worded that better.
Yes, we've played several times.
How'd you play Strip Warhammer?
Really easy. Really easy.
Also, say the twister sheets are at least wiped down, aren't they?
Yeah. You win. Well, off for the counts.
Oh no, I've lost again.
So, Tim, Luke, are you limited to the amount of pieces you can have in your army, or?
Well, you're not limited on what you can build. So an average game is 1,500 points, and each model or unit has a points value.
Oh, got you.
And then it dictates. There's a limit on what sort of units you can have, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you could have, for example, 2 HQ choices, 3 heavy support, 4 troop choices, up to a specific points value. But the more you've got available, so if you've got, I don't know, 3,000 points built and ready to play, then obviously you could play up to 3,000 points. But what it allows you to do is interchange units.
You can do that during the game, yeah?
No, you've got to give the other player your army list before the game starts.
Oh,
It sounds really interesting.
I think I'll stick to Scrabble.
Yeah.
Morning all that's joined.
Oh, hello, Simon.
Hello, Simon.
Clint.
Comedic value.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's quite complex, Al, to be fair.
yeah, sounds it. I was just imagining everything you had built on your side of the table, and then some wee spotty oink at the other side with three men in a truck.
No.
The problem with Warhammer is a lot of people pay for people to commission build their stuff.
Yeah, they do.
And there's different levels of commission builds.
Yeah.
Stuff for display, stuff for play.
Not
some of it is out of this world. Even playable stuff is out of this world.
Yeah.
And it's big money as well.
Not cheap. not cheap.
So
I mean, they have, like you say, they have different standards. But if you're paying a commission painter to a good commission, but there's lots of people out there that do it.
yeah, a lot of people that shouldn't.
But yeah, and there's if you're paying
Now,
one of the top
when you're playing, when you're doing your armies against each other, does the quality of how they're painted make any difference to the points values of the stuff?
No, the only so because there's proper tournaments, there's like official tournaments, events that take place.
Nerdfest 2021.
That's the one, yeah.
Minifest 2021.
If you turn up with an army, there's a rule that says all of that army has to be painted.
Oh, that's fair enough. Yeah.
But the only stipulation is that army must be painted in a minimum of 3 different colours on each model.
Oh, that's fair enough. Okay.
The actual standard of the painting makes no impact.
Okay, then.
Okay, that's good then. Yeah.
But I mean, these commission painters, the good ones, they actually charge by the millimetre. Because obviously some of the figures and stuff are quite small, and they charge by the millimetre.
No one does that down the dock.
Yeah.
Every millimetre counts, isn't it? Every millimetre counts.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of small things, hello Luke, hello Andy.
Hello.
Andy's doing karate this morning. Oh, to dressing gown. Sorry.
Oh,
Good morning, boys.
Luke's about to start a new project by the look of it.
I am indeed.
Oh. Apparently, Steve in the chat says Sam looks like Thanos.
What?
Steve in the chat says you look like Thanos.
Thanos.
Click your finger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't. Yeah, it's Thanos with an injury. He's putting in a claim.
All right.
Luke.
I don't want an injury.
Which one?
Hold on a second. Are you sure you want to start that kit?
Kind of. Why?
You could probably sell it and retire if that's the trumpeter kit.
It is.
Have you looked at what that goes for?
No, I haven't.
You might want to do that.
You sure?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about this, but Andy will. You might want to look at that, Luke, mate.
I bought it about a month ago for 26 quid.
How much is that worth, Andy?
Okay, Andy's just dropped his cup.
Yeah. Want to sell it for 27?
I think I do at the moment. No.
How much is it worth, Andy?
Damn, I should have been quiet. I think the last time I saw that on eBay, that was going for around 250 US.
Oh, you might want to look at that, Luke.
Yeah, I think I might want to look at that.
Yeah, I'd have a look at that. Go and have a quick Google.
Let me see the box. Let me see the box top again.
I think it's this one.
Oh no. Okay, I'm sorry. I may be wrong on that one. I thought that was the 62 Nova, the Chevy 2.
There's a red box.
Throw it in the bin, Luke. Throw it in the bin, mate.
Yeah, may as well. It's not...
Bloody Americans hyping things up.
You know what? It's definitely worth checking anyway, because I don't know why the Nova would be worth so much and that not.
Well, I think this was made in 2011. So I don't think it's that old, and I'd never seen one before, and I just saw it in my local hobby shop, and it was 26 quid. So,
let me see if I can even find that Nova.
2011, Luke.
Are you having the same? Are you having Tony trouble?
Luke.
The other Luke.
Yeah, Josie's playing in the chat. A friend of his that is a professional miniature painter charges 10 euros for every millimetre. So on a 32 millimetre figure, that's 320 euros.
Yeah.
Well, a figure.
Yeah. People pay it though. People pay it.
It's crazy, isn't it?
So you've got an element of the Warhammer community, if you want to call it that. They're the professional tournament players, so they actually make their living playing Warhammer tournaments. and they don't paint their own armies. They pay someone to paint their own army, and their kind of speciality, if you like, is tactics and playing the game.
They must make some
They
serious
never paint
money
their own
playing
stuff.
that game, then, Luke.
Say again?
They must make some serious money playing that game, then.
It's massive, mate. It's a multi-million-pound industry, if you like.
Is it a bit like you see the nerds playing the games online?
Say again?
Tim?
Hey, sorry.
Okay.
Your audio's
like
not the best, Tim.
Yeah, sorry, I'm probably using my headphone. Is it a bit like you see the gamers online where you make so much money a night playing a game with people putting their funds in, and I'm amazed by that.
I don't know if there's as much money as gamers.
No, it's not at that level, because obviously the audience is a lot smaller.
Okay.
But
it's got more viewers though, because none of them go out.
Yeah, these professionals, professional players, they make their living at it. Whether that be through sponsorship, through their YouTube channels. A lot of them use
Sponsored by
Which-
Short Deodorants.
there's a lot of them on
Sponsored by
Links. They film their games and then release that video, essentially.
Sorry.
I'm going to spray.
Play the game in my mum's basement. Hey, Luke, just so you know, the reason we can all understand the other Luke is most of us have grown up. We've had little kids and we've watched in the Night Garden. It helps with the understanding of when talk Luke's.
That's the.
Ignore him, Luke. You're more northern than him. So pipe down, Tim.
The Night Garden. That's Tinky Winky and Upsy Daisy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one.
Eagle Piggle.
Eagle Piggle.
Unfortunately, I got mixed up with Arnie. We're all right.
He loved that as a kid. A kid? He's still a kid. God damn
it. Yeah, he's only, was he 6?
Yeah. Oh, mate, he's like a 10-year-old, though. It's crazy. He's great.
Oh, I have to sort these lights out to keep on coming unstuck.
So, Luke, here's
those lights. Yeah, they heat up and fall off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's your kit on eBay for $75.
I was just looking on eBay and I could find them for 40 quid.
He's in the States, though, mate.
Yeah, I suppose. They got all from China, though.
Yeah, that true. And the Nova has got multiple bids, and that's at 93. So it's less than the last time I looked. That's
yeah, I can see a couple of the Novas. But
the hard top. It's got to be the hard top.
the hard top. Yeah, no, I can't see any of those.
So.
Hello.
Hello.
I
Hello,
come in here
John.
at the same time as everyone else come in, then the phone rang and your mother was on free.
Thank you, brother, for the rabbits.
I had to tell her to leave. So. She crashed a car, so I had to do something fixed.
Oh, no.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
No idea which way around that goes, so we're going to guess. We're going to go that way.
Upside down and round to turn me.
No, in the Night Garden's nowhere near as bad as the Teletubbies. It's verbal gibberish, but
Bearable verbal gibberish.
Remember the Kleiners?
yeah.
That's the guy who wrote the script for that big dude.
I think the worst one I've ever remembered was Pingu. Oh God, I hate that bloody Pingu.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh God.
You could
I
have
hate that.
Pingu.
No, there's nothing to like about Pingu.
Peppa Pig was probably the worst for me.
I don't mind Peppa Pig.
I just want to strangle it. You know what I mean?
Which one?
We don't condone violence to children, child pigs.
It just needs some attitude adjustment. Does that Peppa Pig?
Which pig would you like to strangle?
Peppa.
It's a puppet.
Pepper. What? Well, at least you're not strangling George.
She's
George is all right.
Ooh.
Stuck up little girl, isn't she?
Around strangling little girls. That's not a good thing to say on Sunday.
Anyway, Tim's going to be quiet now.
Yeah.
The best.
A man can get.
Oh, turn that heater down because the heat's wafting up's getting a bit much.
There's something wafting up. That's not heat.
It was warm though, wasn't it, Sam?
Was that? Or was Tim? Hey, what? Machine runs her down that vest and those braces yesterday. It's too much for me.
It is, and it's just a tease.
It is.
What, is those little toes of his?
Huh? What?
Sorry, Roger
Where did you
Dan.
get
Sorry.
that
I was
from?
thinking the other Dan. Sorry. You guys missed. Brian was in last night. Brian.
Yeah, Norman was saying in the chat.
Yeah.
Was he all right?
Yeah. Yeah. Not really nice chat to him. He's good. Just been. He's been harder at work now than he's ever been through this period to keep the company he's working for going, and they're doing well. So, which is a good thing. He says hopefully he'll be back in more often. And he's got plans to rebuild his whole basement and get all his modelling studio all set up and everything.
You have a big pile of boxes behind him like normal?
No, it was actually quite organised, which is quite strange. He's got a whole. Because of the air company he was working for, was like reduced its size by 1/3. Oh, sorry, 2/3. He had a lot of vice president desks to use as now his tables for his modelling, which he was quite happy about. Yeah. Very fancy.
Meanwhile, the vice president at home crying into his cornflakes.
Yeah.
But gibberish. Yeah. That's somebody in the chat saying that, by the way, not me.
That's saying what?
You talk verbal gibberish.
Yeah.
I've never noticed, to be honest.
No.
It's a very strange audio in here. So we've got Sam's frog, which I can't hear anymore. Oh, no, I can. There it is. And wishy-washy sounds.
What are you making to eat, Tim?
Washing up, I think.
Okay, yeah.
If anyone wants to read that chat, feel free.
Where are we up to?
I've got a clue, mate. I can't remember.
I'll go back a little bit to. Let's have a look.
I think it's quite a way up, mate.
Okay, so yeah, we've got the one there where Brian's saying he can hear the noise in the feed. Andy Parnell, you can hear it. Adam, morning, gents. Ronald D. Bruin, good morning. It's Sunday. I see you started a Lance report. Okay, we've done that one, haven't we yet?
Yeah.
I've done that one. Norman's there saying morning, folks. JM Jeffro. Oh, the Heights Skyline, we've done that one. talking about Brian Emmett being on. I think we've done that. Patrick McIver, good morning. Chunk there saying hi to Norman. Frog's Legs, Peter Pipkin. Yeah, I think we've heard that one. Totally scale models. Paul, what's your video on your bench and spray booth one? Could you do one on lighting, as I just don't seem to get the lighting right when I'm doing my videos?
There's nothing to do, mate. It's the LED light that's on the bench. That's it. That's all I've got, mate. Nothing else.
You did mention the lamp.
I did. It'd be a very, very short video. It'd be, there's a light. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all I've got, mate. Just the overhead light.
Brian saying you could build the question mark in between builds.
Could do.
I'm not sure what's Brian on about the question mark. Would that be the snow speed?
That'd be snow speed, yeah. We've got a sci-fi build later in the year. I'll say for that.
There's a sci-fi build?
Apparently later in the year there's one. First one ever.
Ian Dowsmite there saying, got a build lined up ready for the German. The Radical build has really helped get my mojo back again.
Excellent, mate.
Excellent, Ian, yeah. Ronald's there saying, how is your health, Sam? Any better?
Yeah, it's good, mate. Everything's going well. Go and see the surgeon in this month, so hopefully then we go ahead and try and start walking again.
Yeah, I'll be good, mate.
Really? We get up the stairs from the room.
And Brian's there saying Tim's ISM international relations expert. Yes.
Yeah.
Scale Model Medics there, John, saying good morning. Morning, John.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
Good morning.
Yeah, Sam looks like Thanos. Yeah, we've had that one. Have you not watched any of the Avengers films, Sam? No?
No.
Okay.
I thought you'd watch them, Sam, no?
No.
Watch them, mate.
I haven't even watched all the new Star Wars movies.
There's about 30 of them to watch. You keep you busy for
yeah.
Watch them in order. That's what I done. I'd never watched them before. And last year, when we were all told to stay home, my girlfriend said, "Well, we watch them," and I watched them in order, and it was amazing.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Thanks for loving. I'm only joking. It's actually my most favourite accent. I love the Welsh accent.
Yacky do.
I think it's awesome. I think what the Welsh accent does.
I think I should appreciate being English.
No.
I don't think there's anything that can do that.
The slightest thing can have comedy value to it.
Yeah.
Twin Town, classic.
One got roofed, the one hasn't.
The accent that makes it funny.
Where are you going?
Paddy told me to get some knobs.
Oh, fuck, Daddy, get back up the ladder. Oh, Red, I'm going.
You've got Brian saying there, that's what children are for, Tim.
Oh.
That's doing the wash up, by the way.
Oh.
My missus keeps asking us to get a dishwasher and stuff, and I say, why? We've already got 3 of them in the house.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
John Stone saying morning all.
Hello, John. Look at that. You've only got one wife.
Oh,
the wife does the cooking. John Stone saying morning all. Scale Motors, morning fellas.
Can I just say that ISM and UMP does not share the same views of anything Mr. Ivett says at all? Nothing. Not a thing. Nothing. Nothing Tim says has got anything to do with me.
Yeah.
Years ago, it was me causing all the trouble. I'm a good boy now. Ish.
Accepting the hangout.
Question for you, MP. Any news on when some of the Tamiya lacquer paints, Mr. Hobby Super Metallic paints are back in stock? If and when, mate. It's a supply problem everywhere at the minute. I believe I've been told there's a Tamiya order due in this week. I'll try and confirm it a bit. Everything's up in the air at the minute. Everything. What's going on and other issues. It's Tim's fault.
Yeah.
I'm blaming Tim because Tim doesn't use fairy liquid. What have you got, Tim? Out of interest. That's the rip-off stuff.
Jeff just there saying good morning, Rabble.
Hey.
Take
Like
care.
the wind. Good morning, chaps from down south.
Hey,
I've
Gary.
just woken up. Cully's in bed poorly. Get well soon,
no.
Cully. And Norman's saying someone commissioned me to paint their army. They all got killed in battle, so I had to rebox them. Oh dear, Norman.
Yeah.
What?
It's dad jokes and
Hugh Gordon's there saying good morning, inmates. Hope you're all well.
Oh, hey, Hugh.
Bonjour.
Gav will fix it. So go work with made 70k last year on 3 times Call of Duty competitions.
Yeah.
Wow.
Ooh, while I'm on about that, I'm going to bore the chat, but it's Luke and my mate Simon's in the chat there as well. Go check out SBMM Warzone, Luke.
Yeah.
Have you been on there?
Yeah, well, I haven't used it, but I've seen a few streamers using it.
Yeah, well, me and Si did ours last night. We tested out my connection. We played mostly diamond lobbies with the top 10 to 13% of players.
Yeah.
I got a 0.78 KD. I'm playing with 4.5 KD players. How is that fair? Right? So we switched to Simon's. We won a game and about 2 or 3 second places. We had 78 kills between us through the night. Like some of the best games we've ever had, just because we switched to size connection.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's
The night
crazy.
before, me and him were ready to throw our controllers through the TVs because it was just an awful night playing. We couldn't do anything. Everywhere we went, somebody shot us or whatever.
Yeah, I get
We
it.
had probably the best games we've ever had last night. So check that out, mate, because that skill-based matchmaking isn't fair.
It's not. I don't understand why you say. Like in older Call of Duties, they had like a league play mode which was ranked.
Yeah.
But like the normal modes were just you'd be chucked in with anyone. Whoever's got the best connection, it was.
Did you watch the Jack Frags video?
Nerds.
No.
Yeah. Because he explains it all that you're based on your ping first.
Yeah.
Then your KD, and then if it doesn't put you in the lobby in a certain amount of time, it'll throw you in any game.
Ah.
So it's not fair at all. But yeah, last night we had some phenomenal games. As I said, we actually enjoyed playing last night.
It's not fair.
That's a change.
Yeah.
Enjoying the game.
Because I think solos isn't done like that. There's no ranking on the solo games.
Is it not?
No, it doesn't show any lobbies on there when you go and have a look. But my back was killing me from carrying Si all night. But, I'll wait for his reaction in the chat. But very nearly didn't go on last night. I said to you, didn't I? Go on.
Lucky you didn't have to carry you, Paul.
It's back and be done in, mate.
He'd be more his back.
We need a 20-man squad. And a high up.
Stretcher.
I was in here last night with these and I said, you know what? I think I'm going to stay in here because it's just awful. And Simon.
Oh, no, not too bad.
Yeah, deck chair.
10 minutes later, you're gone.
Brian, never mind falling asleep. I'll bore the life out of you. Yeah, we need boomer lobbies. Yeah, I think we've got that in the chat here. I think Brian sounds like a boomer.
Norman's saying, ranted down to Brian Emmerich last night was, what school was do you drive, lol?
Yeah, he's not funny, is he, Dan, at all? He's got no humour to him.
Dave Allen's there saying, morning, guys. Chris Lewis, morning, guys. Simon Johnson, morning, guys. Is that your mate, Simon, is it?
It is. Si, jump in here. That'd be interesting. You've got the link. I sent you by accident the other day. I didn't have to send him a link to something and sent the link to our hangout. I was like, oh, don't click that.
David Gio there saying hi all. Sean Bradders there saying morning all. I'm sure there's normally isn't he? It's not in today. Chris Lewis, what is Paul working on?
I'm working on that. Lance 037.
Oh, yeah.
Very nice.
And I'm literally really ready for primer. This is a very, very quick, easy body to clean up.
Brian saying he's going to hold you to that, Paul. I'm assuming that's a sci-fi build for the end of the year.
Yeah. We'll go for that. What sci-fi build?
You've done the lacquer paints one, haven't you? Richie Lamb, good morning, guys.
Yeah, I think we're going to get some for the next few months, I think us in Britain are going to have to ride a bit of a vindictive wave of supply issues where we're going to get penalised from a lot of overseas people who are maybe a little bit bitter about something that just happened. Because you can see, I've seen a post on some Facebook pages where they're like proper like having a pop at us.
Yeah.
And this is modelling pages as well, suppliers.
Really?
Yeah, like having a go at us for doing it. It's like, oh, okay. And then one of the comments, somebody brought up the war, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. That is not a time to bring that up. That kind of escalated it a little bit.
Where's this post? I need to go and mediate on that one.
I cannot remember, mate. In God's honest truth, I can't remember. But it was I can't remember where it was. EU company, very small one. Not well. I didn't know who it was. Didn't know who they were at all. But yeah, they put up a post basically having a go at us for leaving the EU. And someone said, "Oh yeah, forgotten about what happened." Such and such. And I was like, "Oh, there's a time and a place. There's not a time to bring that up."
Jim Davidson on his YouTube channel had a bit of a rant about that, and the way he puts it across is quite funny. But yeah, well,
who's this?
Jim Davidson, the comedian.
Oh yeah, he won't hold any punches on that one, will he?
Oh no.
Well, we've all got views, and here's not a place for airing them.
Nope.
And I don't think on any modelling page is a place for airing it. And there's no need to be vindictive.
We've got to get on the best of what we've got.
Yeah. As I say, it's not personal, it's business. So just get on with it.
Well, you know what? I'm going to add my political thing into the hat. We should never have joined in the first place.
Oh, here we go.
We should never have joined the EU in the first place. That's my opinion. And I am leaving that there, and we're going to not talk about it anymore.
Right, Peter Picton is there saying 70 plus watching, more thumbs, people. Yeah, we've only got 41 thumbs up. Come on, people. Get us up to 50 at least.
Put your thumbs up. Sunday morning, everyone can get a thumb up.
Good.
Right, Luke is late.
He was playing games.
We've got John Loftus there saying morning all, and we've caught up.
Hello, Jan. Is it Jan or Jan?
Jan sounds more like a lady's name.
There we go.
Do you have a what's the word? A social barrier meter? Is there anything there at all, Tim? No, nothing.
No, just...
Because I thought that and didn't say it.
Yeah.
An alarm goes off in my head.
He just thinks out loud.
The problem is because you thought it made it come out of my mouth. That's what it is.
Oh. At least it didn't.
I'll bet it's Jan.
I don't know. We'll find out. He's just going to put it's Jan, isn't he? Jan and be like, oh
yeah. Oh, clears it all up. Thanks.
Is it number 1 Jan or number 2 Jan?
Yes.
Or number 3 Jan.
It was number 4 Mike.
Mike. Dave.
What?
Got hair on my finger. I have tried using a social filter before.
Didn't work either.
With the dog ears.
Yeah. It made my face look funny though, so I decided to take it off.
God, it must be really weird.
Exactly.
Oh, Gary's been furloughed for 2 weeks. Sean's just stuck his thumb up. Wipe it off when you're done. Politics and religion's going to be talked about? Yeah, you're not wrong, Richie.
Luke Carswell.
Yes.
Just got your Christmas card. Thank you very much.
Excellent. You're welcome. Merry Christmas.
Mine must still be lost on its way.
Okay.
It's Jan. Yay! There you go, Jan. I was right. Yeah, mine must have got lost. How old are you lot?
Use in there saying Jan with 2 A's is Estonian for John.
Oh, right, okay. Thank you for that information, Hugh. Oh, someone in the back.
And I'll just add the jock version. Hamish is the Scottish version
Hamish?
of John.
Well, just to throw my hat to the ring, Paul is the English version of Paul.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's not a shorter version of Pauline, then, no?
No. And I believe it means big.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it does, you know. I'm pretty sure it does.
The name Sam from Belfast translates to "Give me all your money."
Is that all in one go or on a monthly drip, Sam?
Well, it depends on how they want to pay it back, you know.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
He can be very accommodating, can Sam.
You get on.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's up to 55 likes.
I'm just waiting for Budweiser.
Oh, God.
What's up? Do you remember that phase?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God, that's annoying.
That was really annoying.
You just vanished.
Or then the better one, better than that was just before was Tango, really.
Yeah.
Remember that bloody frog? Bling, 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 that noise thing? God.
Oh, yeah, crazy frog.
God, that was rough.
Oh, that was so annoying. Ever standing in the snooker? Standing in the snooker club and that noise comes up like a frog music. On the motorbike. Somebody was nearly getting quite down the stairs.
Yeah, speaking of Tango, I've still got a can of. Remember they done the bigger ones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was called Tango with added Tango.
Okay.
And if you held your hand over the words, so it just showed the first letters, it spelled out a naughty word.
Oh yeah, twat. Tango.
Yeah,
Tango.
I've still got a can in my mother's house. Because I'm a child like that.
Okay.
Just really?
Go and write it down, Tim. I can see you puzzling there.
I worked it out. I worked it out. I thought I better not say that again.
Two weekends on a Tuesday.
That's it. Special constable.
Jan is saying it's Jan, as in Jan.
We've done that, Al.
We've done that. You're okay then. I'm just having a catch up. Just so you done buying me? Was that Andy's Hobbies headquarters posted about he was waiting for delivery? Yeah, okay. Norman's there saying Norman in English means God. As every time I join a hangout, you can hear them in the background saying, "Oh God, not him."
No, it's gobshite. That's what it's
yeah.
It's just gobshite.
Close enough.
Oh, Peter says yawn. Oh, what's up, Peter?
Must be tired.
Don't know. How many have we got watching? Let's have a look. We've got 80 watching. That's a lot for a Sunday.
It is.
55 thumbs up already. Excellent. Well done, everyone. If you're watching and never said hello, say hello in the chat. It's always good to hear off new people. Let us know your name, your real name, where you're from, credit card numbers, security code on the back, expiry date.
Dress.
Yeah, we could go over address, couldn't we?
You need that, mate.
It's a good point, actually. Yeah, you do, don't you? We. So I'm going to have to paint the yellow first, aren't I? Yes, I am.
Hey.
Yeah, let us know where you're from. Let us know if you meditate like Sam.
Ooh. I'm actually hovering above the ground at the moment.
He's deep in thought there.
Mm.
You all right, mate? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just
Yeah.
bored out of the tree.
Yeah.
Might even talk to the wife there.
Oh, you're not that bored, are you?
One step at a time, son.
I know, mate.
Oh, don't have a dig at him, Luke.
Hit a man when he's down.
Don't stand for that. Oh no, I can't say that either.
So you can't say that either.
I was gonna say the other day when you said you'd ordered 2 new pairs of trainers, I was like, that's a waste of money.
It was too, because it didn't fit. Size 13, it didn't fit. You see, look, I get value out of them, you know. I just send one back of each. Didn't buy anything tonight.
You can do what, mate?
I didn't buy anything last night. Make up for dinner.
It's gone very quiet.
Yeah, hasn't it? It's beautiful.
Even the chat's gone quiet.
Sorry, I'm mute. I'm just putting dishes away, so it was a bit noisy. So I thought I'd.
That's not like he's making any background noise, Tim.
No.
That's not, is it?
No. Toby!
Now, is there anything strange going on with the audio right now?
In what way?
A strange noise.
That's me.
No.
I can't hear anything at the moment.
Okay.
I haven't spoken about 5 minutes.
Your parrots awake?
Nope, they're not awake. Thank God. Yeah, it's still dark outside. No, I've just got a heater running, and I thought maybe that's what it was.
Can't hear over the heater. Okay, I'll leave.
How's Captain Chaos?
Hey.
Oh, shit.
Andy,
What's that?
how's Captain Chaos?
He's good. Captain Chaos is good. He has taken a strong liking to Linda.
Good.
So the idea, the original plan was for him to be my dog, so to speak. But as plans always go, he's decided he really, really likes Linda, which is good.
How's Linda doing?
She is struggling.
Oh, no. The med's working.
One day they'll work, a couple days they won't work. Next day it'll work again. It's really inconsistent.
Right.
And the problem is during the day, she doesn't really notice what's going on with her heart as much as at night when everything's quiet and calm.
Yeah.
And it's just scaring her to death. She can't sleep. She's up all night long.
Not good.
She's on Metropolol. I don't know if that rings the bell.
You have different names over there, don't you?
Yeah. She gets bouts of rapid, irregular heartbeat. And she starts throwing PVCs. I don't know if you know what PVCs are.
Sure, Luke will.
Oh, yeah.
So you're not supposed to have, I think, more than 3 in a row, and she's been throwing like 10 in a row.
Is that like a missed heartbeat, extra heartbeat?
Yeah. Yep. So I don't know what we're gonna do.
Is that a pulmonary vascular convulsion?
Yes.
Look at you.
Google.
Yeah. Didn't see you Google that.
No, my father's had some heart problems, so I know a couple of terms. So. Yeah, it's not good.
Well, if she's okay, mate, passing our regards to her.
Yeah.
Thank you. We'll do.
If you ever need anything, you know where we all are.
Absolutely. Yeah, I almost took her to the ER the other night.
Well, what's she doing for treatment and what's going on?
It's right now they're just trying to work it through with medications. Really it's a heart valve problem, so ultimately it's a surgery thing.
Mm-hmm.
And they really don't want to do that until they absolutely have to.
Right.
So right now it's medication, and it's not, like I said, it's not, I mean, for a while when she first started having this, it was a constant thing. And the medication that she's on now has it regulated pretty good, like I said, during the day, but that's because she has things going on and, she's busy. And
do you think she's also distracted and not thinking about it as much?
Yes.
Because I've found that.
And the other part of it is stress.
Yeah.
Stress is the other one. So I'm really, really trying to limit the stress, and that's a really fine line for me personally to walk, because me stepping in and deflecting a lot of things is rubbing some people the wrong way.
Right. Because I ended up in A&E, didn't I, a few weeks back?
Yep.
And there was nothing wrong. And all it was my omeprazole, or omeprazole, sorry, which is a limits the stomach acid. Is that right?
Yeah, antacid
tablet that I take that works wonders for me. I must have just got used to it and I needed a dosage upping. So I upped it last week and it's just like normal again. Perfect. I was getting skipped heartbeats, acid reflux, everything. But obviously I ended up in A&E because I thought something was happening with my heart. And it wasn't.
That's interesting, because some of this kind of revolves around food as well.
Yeah. Well, might be worth looking into.
Yeah.
But the thing is, as you say, you stress yourself out, and you're your own worst enemy then, because then your heart rate goes up because you're panicking.
Yep. That's exactly.
You get adrenaline going, and before you know it, you're 10 times worse. That's how I ended up in A&E. Spent 4 hours in there, ECG, blood test, nothing wrong with me at all. Not a thing. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I worked it out on my own, thinking, could chat with the doctor, doubled the meds, and good as gold again. Weird.
Oh, yeah.
But it's absolutely terrifying.
I'm kind of chuckling here because, the stress thing, and like I said, I almost took her to the ER. We've got a good friend who is a physician's assistant here.
Yeah.
And he's really, really good. And he lives right a few homes down from me. And
Oh,
so
yeah.
I told Linda, I said, you're either going to the ER or we're going down to Greg's house. And so we went to Greg's house. And anyway, Greg was talking to her about it, and it was, talking about the stress and stuff. And he says, well, there's dealing with the stress, you could always, sex works.
What?
Andy's ears lit up. Oh, that sounds good to me. We'll go home and start. We'll go home and start.
So your local doctor just prescribed more sex for you?
Yeah.
Where's this doctor? I could find a doctor like that.
More importantly, did it have to involve your wife?
So there was
asking for a friend.
How much extra have you got to pay for that diagnosis?
Oh, £40 an hour, isn't it?
Yeah.
I need to go because Heather's just come back.
All right,
okay, mate.
Sam, take care, buddy.
See you later, mate.
See you later, lad.
Bye-bye.
That's what we're going to find this button. We'll say something else.
Just start mashing things.
Yeah, you need to get some distraction for her, mate, to keep her mind occupied of a night.
It brings up so many things because right now there's so much to be stressed about,
Yeah.
It's a frightening world at the minute.
It really is. And people are like, in conversations around Linda, people are bringing things up, and it's just like I'm cutting stuff off, and it's like, nah, hey, none of that right now. And it gets her worked up. And anyway,
does that not get more work? I'm sorry, Andy. Does that not get her more worked up if you're cutting things off then, because she then thinks you're trying to hide things from her or anything like that, or have you looked at it that way?
She's pretty good with that, with me. There are times when every couple has their little language, okay, and mine is you've got to trust me on this, or ours is you've got to trust me on this, and so no, she trusts that if it really needs discussing, we'll discuss it.
Yeah.
So she's pretty good with that. The one thing I really kind of come back to what we do here and what we're doing like right now is that I really feel bad for people who don't have a hobby or something like this.
Yeah, people are into mountain biking or rock climbing. Mind you, that you could do, couldn't you? Really, I suppose.
Yeah.
Because that can be a solitary sport, can't it?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
Well, things you can't do at home.
You could be a right loner doing that sort of that hobby, that.
Yeah, like this is a real social.
We are.
We are, yeah, but
we are.
We're different. We're special.
Yeah, of course.
But before all of this, I mean, we all sat by ourselves and did this unless we went to a monthly meeting and modeled. But
I've just got the drugs on to go to every month.
Yeah.
I say that hard, sorry. Perverts Anonymous.
Yeah.
How's that going, Chunk?
Not bad. Nearly finished.
What on earth are you building?
Stage 3.
Hey,
What are you building?
what is that? It's a little car I found.
Oh, that's cool.
What the?
What the hell is that?
It's a little wind-up one.
Oh, the toy you were telling me about yesterday.
Yeah, and it had the
I was listening yesterday, honestly.
It had the broken front, so I put a couple bits of styrene in there, and I'm just going to paint it, because I just don't feel like decal. This is ready to be decal. I just haven't got it in me today.
Oh, get it done.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I got a question from Ronald. Anyone familiar with the thinny sticks? I might be a little bit.
Oh.
Wait, which colour is which? The coarse ones are obvious, but the finer ones can't feel the difference. Right, okay. So you start off with the coarsest one, which is the white one. So that's your 180. Okay? That's the coarsest. And your next one up is the 240. So that's the white coarse grit. Next one up is the 400, which is my favourite, and that's the yellow one. Next one up of that is the 800, which is the orange one. And then the last one is the other white core one, which is smoother, which is 1200. And then you got the buffers, which I believe are 10,000 and I don't know, 50,000, whatever the hell it is, and the 240 thinny sponge. So white's the coarsest. White coarse is the 240. Yellow is 400. Orange is 800, and then the white core smooth is 1200. And there we are.
We're lucky we had someone in here that was familiar with them.
We're lucky, yeah. Even I'm taking a stab in the dark there. I made it all up, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty good to me.
Yeah. Does that help you, Ronald, mate? If you go to the ISM channel, there is a video on the sanders, mate. Pretty sure explaining that.
Or if you go to the UMP website, you can look up the product and it will show you the grit and the colour.
Yeah, you can look at the pictures. That's right.
This one right here.
Yeah. 220 for 1200.
220. What?
220. 1200.
And 1200. This is one of my favorites.
Thank you very much. No worries. Say that, Brian. Brian's off as well. See you, Brian.
Hello.
You off too, mate? See you, Luke.
No, I'm not.
Oh, first say goodbye. You see, you didn't stay long.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, I love it.
Try buy an old pair of sunglasses. Trying how the buffing works. Okay. Sam Brown, tomorrow. Everyone, hope you're all well, not bad. Rope says when you listen to yourself, especially at night, these kind of things, yeah, you can do a lot of damage to yourself when your mind starts to tick over.
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Yep.
It's really not good. And I'll tell you now, over the last 12 months, without this hobby, these guys, I'd have lost my mind.
Yeah.
I would. I very nearly did at one point. I'm telling you, I came close to losing my shit.
I sort of did.
Hey, heard that.
No, I sorted him.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like a ray of sunshine.
No, I was really bad about 6 months ago, trust me.
Yeah.
Linda doesn't have anything like this.
Well, you have to find something, mate. Buy an adult colouring book for her. They're not like that. They have dirty minds.
But you do get adult.
Oh, the mind wanders there, doesn't it? Eh?
Oh my God, Tim, that was loud.
How loud was Tim?
Yeah, that's very loud. No, you can buy. Hannah's got a couple.
You know what? I've seen them.
Yeah, get her some decent pens. You got to be careful with the pens because they can leach through if you don't get good ones. You get like pro markers and that, and yeah, just give her that. Put a bit of music on, a bit of AC/DC or something soothing.
Something, yeah.
And yeah, you're gonna have to get her something, mate, because once your mind starts to dwell on things, you'll just do yourself so much damage.
100%.
It's unbelievable. I always say it's amazing what you can do to yourself over nothing.
Yeah.
It's horrendous. And unless you've ever suffered from it, it's very, very hard to understand.
I'm quite lucky my mind doesn't work.
Oh, mate, I wouldn't wish anxiety or panic attacks on anyone.
No.
Like I say, unless you've experienced it, it's phenomenal what you can do to yourself. And so it's over nothing. It really is over nothing.
It snowballs.
Yeah.
Like them.
Mental health is something that really has only started being taken seriously in what, the last 10, 15 years, if that? 10 years?
Yeah.
Do you reckon? Do you reckon as a health professional, Luke, last 10 years?
Yeah, maybe a bit less than that, to be fair.
Yeah, probably, isn't it?
The thing is, everything in your body, so medically, we use a term called homeostasis, which is the normal functioning of the body.
Yeah.
But one of the biggest input, the thing that controls homeostasis is the brain.
Yeah.
So if the brain starts to become affected, then you lose homeostasis. Now, that doesn't mean that there's a medical cause for that. It's a psychological cause a lot of the time.
Yeah.
But that will impact medically on the body.
Yeah.
It's really, really easy. Things like, we don't call them panic attacks because that assumes, or the belief is someone's panicking.
Yeah.
Right.
Which isn't always the case. Like you say, a lot of the time it can be over nothing. So they're not panicking in the traditional sense of the word.
It's your body's fight or flight.
We call it an anxiety episode.
Yeah.
Because what happens, this is really boring, by the way. I'm probably going to get out now.
No, go on, you go for it, mate.
But
There's a lot of people in our chat that probably appreciate this.
What happens with a panic attack or an anxiety episode is that the brain, there's part of our brain that we have left over from thousands of years ago when we were living in caves and fighting dinosaurs and all that stuff. And that part of the brain, through evolution, hasn't particularly evolved very well. So the common term, and loads of people would have heard it, is called fight or flight.
Yeah.
Now, all those thousands of years ago, that was quite a common thing that the human species had to do because of the way we lived. But in 2021, it's very rare that we have to do either of those things.
Yeah, you don't want that while you're watching Coronation Street.
Exactly. But what happens if that part of the brain kicks in, for whatever reason, it releases two chemicals, cortisone and adrenaline, preparing our bodies to either fight or run away. Now, if you haven't got to do either of those things, so your heart rate goes up, your respiration rate goes up, and all these chemicals are dumped into the system. As a result of that, if you're not doing either of those things, you'll feel palpitations, you'll feel short of breath. And if you've never experienced it, for a lot of people, they think they're dying.
Terrifying.
Because it's a scary feeling. And then as a result of that, the brain releases more adrenaline and cortisone, and you end up in this cycle.
Yeah, loop.
And there's no magic injection, there's no magic tablet that can stop it. It is just learning to control it.
Distraction is key.
Yeah,
distraction is key.
Distract the brain to give it something else to do.
Yeah, you can literally be hanging off a cliff edge, struggling to breathe, your heart's going mental, and you just got to switch off. And if you switch off for 5 minutes, you feel all right. You're like,
yeah, go.
Okay. And slowly over time, you start to learn that it's nothing wrong. It's just you.
Yeah. And
you can manage it. And that's right. I don't want to make this all about me. I'm not going to waffle on like I normally do. I suffered with anxiety for 15 years.
Yeah.
And I learned to cope with it. And I knew my trigger signs and to go do something or walk away or wherever.
Yeah.
As soon as I got putting that medication, it went through the roof. And I mean through the roof. And I'm not embarrassed to say, the first week I came home from the hospital to be on those tablets, one night in bed, I just had wave after wave of panic. I'm guessing it's adrenaline rushes, the cortisone. I was in bed in tears, thinking, what the hell is going on? I just couldn't calm down.
Yeah.
Couldn't get my breath. And I knew what it was. I knew exactly what it was. But where I could normally get rid of it, I couldn't get rid of it. It got worse and worse and worse.
And
that's what Linda's dealing with right now.
It's a double-edged sword, because depending on your lifestyle, the job you do, whatever, that part of the brain can be very, very important. So for example, in my job, if I'm going to say a big RTC or a stabbing, a shooting, where I've really got to work hard when I get there, that part of the brain is very useful, because what I actually need in my system is adrenaline and cortisol to enable my body to do the things that I'm going to expect it to do when I get there.
Yeah.
So what's quite common, emergency services and military, is after that event is over, and it doesn't last a long time. You know, you might be working for an hour, maybe, but then once it's all dealt with and you sat in the truck or you sat in the car or whatever, what you will get is the shakes.
Yeah.
And the reason you're shaking is because your body is trying to burn off that excess adrenaline.
Yeah.
But if people don't know what it is,
Yeah.
or people watching that would think that individual is scared, because they're literally trembling. We get it all the time. You're trembling afterwards.
Yeah.
And it's just the body and the muscles trying to burn off that excess adrenaline and cortisol. That's all it is. Lasts 15, 20 minutes and you're back to normal.
Yeah.
You find yourself exhausted after that?
Oh, you're knackered, yeah.
Yeah, it takes out of you, doesn't it?
But, you know, as I say, it's without that, the brain dumping those chemicals into your system, if you in an extreme situation,
you wouldn't cope, would you?
You're unable to function in the way you need to function for that short period of time. The problem is, like you say, if it happens while you're watching Coronation Street, then, and the more you're used to it, the more you understand it.
Yeah.
So I'd be more concerned about myself if my brain didn't dump those chemicals into my system on the way to a big job.
Yeah.
Because that means then I've become completely ambivalent to what I'm about to deal with.
That's a good word.
And that's dangerous then. That's dangerous for me. And more importantly, it's dangerous for the people that need our help at that point in time. Because we're not going to be on and it's just evolution. It's just the brain.
I think this is why this year I've A, done so many video builds, and B, actually enjoyed doing more.
Yeah.
Because not only have I got like I'm doing now, the modelling to do and the live shows and that, I've also got the video to edit, the video to upload, comments to answer, and the longer I can keep my brain occupied, the better. It's the same as going back on the Xbox. I hadn't played on the Xbox till last April for 8 years. I hadn't had one, didn't go on it, and I did. It's probably one of the best things I did, because I do this through the day and go and do that every night, and that'll get adrenaline going playing there. It really will.
Oh yeah, shaking in the final
It
circle.
does, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. So it's a good burn off, and I find I sleep better. I'm a bit more relaxed. The problem I've got, and I think it's a lot of people who suffer anxiety, you're damn good at hiding it.
Yeah.
You're really good. I tell you, when people know you, they'll start to spot it when you're struggling. Sam can spot mine in a heartbeat, and I can tell when Sam's pissed off as well, because I know him so well. But I think for a long time as well, it was a bit of a stigma to not talk about it as well.
100%.
And it shouldn't be. It's not to be. I remember being laughed at when I told people I suffer from anxiety and panic attacks and that. Physically, and they were family members.
But that's due to, firstly, any mental health is still, sadly, people feel, people outside, not the person that's suffering it, but people they talk to, they have two main things. Firstly, they dismiss it because they don't understand it.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know,
which everyone can do with a lot of things, can't they?
Yeah. You know, you can have someone that on the outside appears to have everything, but they're still depressed, clinically depressed.
Again, that comes down to hiding it, doesn't it?
Yeah, and people's reaction that don't understand depression will say, just cheer up.
Oh, just cheer up. Oh, I didn't think of that. Or just calm down.
Excellent.
Just calm down. Just calm down, will you? Calm down. Oh, yeah.
Where actually clinical depression is a chemical imbalance in the brain.
Yeah.
You can't just cheer up, but that's through a lack of understanding. The other side of it is people are fearful of mental health.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think someone is gonna flip out, hurt themselves, which is not the case. PTSD is a massive one because that's very big in the military.
Yeah.
It's something that's recognized now. And people are scared of it. People are scared of it because they think because this individual is, you know, a soldier, an ex-soldier who is capable of hurting people, should they choose to do so, people think because they've got PTSD, they're going to flip out and end up hurting someone. Whereas actually, if you look at the research and all the studies around it, a veteran with PTSD is way more likely statistically to hurt themselves than anyone else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sadly, yeah.
And it's just that lack of understanding and that fear factor that people still, and it's getting better, it is getting better and with mental health, but people are scared of talking about it.
I think this is partly why a lot of us in here got a lot of passion for Models for Heroes.
Yeah.
And we're happy to support it because it has been one of those things, like Luke says, where people have avoided talking about it. It shouldn't be.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it's nothing new. You go back to the First World War even.
Oh, shell shock.
Shell shock. That's
Yeah, it was
PTSD.
horrendous. Yeah.
It just didn't have a name, you know? And the way they dealt with that is put all these people in institutions, lock them away where they couldn't be seen.
Yeah.
And, you know, so it's got a lot better. And hopefully it will continue to get better where, see, my view is, as someone that suffered from mental health issues in the past and someone that deals with it on a daily basis now, mental health is no different to having a cardiac condition.
No.
It is an illness, and there are medications and therapies that help. If you've got high cholesterol, you take a statin. If you've got diabetes, you take either metformin or insulin or whatever. Mental health is no different. If the healthcare professionals are saying you need some medication to help you deal with that, take it.
Yeah.
I've just been prescribed some.
There's no shame in it. It's an illness like any other. If you break your leg, they'll put you in a cast. It's no different. But there's still a stigma attached to it.
There is. But,
Anyway, I'll get off my side.
if anyone ever wants to talk, come and join us and hang out.
Yeah,
Seriously,
absolutely.
honestly,
And this-
you know the way
and-
we deal with it a lot, and it's not always right, especially for several of us in here. Dark humor.
Yep.
It works wonders.
You go in any room of an emergency service station or any bar where you've got military personnel in there,
Yeah.
the humor is beyond dark.
Yeah, you'd be shocked.
There's a reason for that.
Military humor.
Because it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
Yep.
Dark
Absolutely.
humor is. I love my dark humor. I'm not embarrassed about it at all. I think it's hilarious.
For everything else, there's Citalopram.
I've never heard of them. What are they? Rock? Is that a rock band?
Yeah.
Very similar to AC/DC.
Seriously, this is why we push people joining our hangouts. They're not for everybody. Not for everyone. I will put money on 90% of people who join our hangouts have some sort of mental health issue.
Yeah, and
that's why we all get on so well.
The thing is, if someone's got a mental health issue and predominantly sort of anxiety and comes with that social anxiety, hangouts are an ideal way of being sociable.
Yeah.
Because you're still in the comfort of your own home.
Yeah.
And you can switch that off at any point.
Yeah, you can literally end it in 2 seconds, can't you?
You know, and like with Models for Heroes, what's happened is because of the lockdown and everything else, a lot of the in-person modeling sessions that were taking place aren't able to, obviously. So a lot of those sessions have moved online. And actually what we're finding is there are people joining the online sessions that would never, ever have gone to an in-person modeling session because of their social anxiety, because of, you know, their fear of interacting in an environment that's unfamiliar to them. Whereas online, it's just there. You can switch it on, you can switch it off, you know, and it works. And the hangouts are no different to that.
Yeah, we've been doing these now for, where are we? We're in 2021, 2013. So 7, 8 years I've been doing these hangouts now. I've met hundreds of people, probably more than that, to be honest, over the years. They're not for everyone. We'll admit that. You might join and think these aren't for me because we know each other very well. We've got a lot of like private jokes. I can say one word and Chunk will laugh.
Hey.
You know, and that's not as being clicky. It's just a little joke we've got and we muck around. But we'll always make you feel welcome. Always.
Yeah,
we even leave you alone for the first 3 visits. Just totally leave you be to sit there and listen.
Yeah, you meant to.
Listen, you pipe down. You enjoyed that zombie bus conversation. Don't lie.
That was I was there for an hour.
But what did you think?
Still here 2.5 years later, though.
Yeah, what did you think that first night though?
That was unreal. I think it was because that's exactly the way I am, the way you all are. Like in Australia, that's the Australian humour. Just taking the piss out of people. That's what we do here all day. So
But if you're a modeler and you want to fill your time, make some videos.
Mm-hmm.
That'll fill your time up.
100%.
Oh, yeah, a lot more than you think it will as well.
Yeah.
You got all your film, you got your modeling to do as your hobby, you got your filming, you got your editing, uploading, what have you. You can sit there looking at your analytics. That's quite interesting to look at as well. You see, you just always got so. I literally do not stop all day doing something. I am either in here on this, and I'm all over the place. I may be on my phone chatting to Lee, Hannah, Googling stuff, looking on the Facebook page with someone not following the rules, posting stuff on my Paul ISM page, filming for the channel, editing for the channel, uploading the channel, editing comments, chatting with my family, playing on the computer. I'm always busy because if I sat in the house all day watching TV, which I'll be honest, every now and then, I would absolutely love to just spend a day in the house with my feet up watching the TV. I can't do it. My mind starts whirring away. And before I know it, I'm like, oh my God. Overnight, I have my tea and I'm eager to get out of here, to come in here. This is like my safe space in a way. Come out here, just sit and chill and chat with you lot. And that's what I've done for 8 years. Before I did it on my own. I was just in here listening to music all day. The dog's near with me. Hannah would be at work. I'd do a quick couple of jobs in the morning. Plumbing. I don't say anything.
Some peanut butter.
Yeah, peanut butter. Yeah, the dogs love that. We had the Hoover involved. Naughty Nunu. And it was good. That kept me sane. But getting ISM just gave me so much more to do.
Yeah.
And also, me and Hannah have got UMP things to do as well. So it's just always something to keep us busy. So tire your brain out so it doesn't start overthinking stuff. Tire it out. Good. There we go. We just depressed the whole world. No, there's some good comments in the chat there. Does anyone want to read that? I'm kind of holding 2 parts together here at the minute.
1 second, mate. 1 second.
In the middle of painting some bits at the moment.
Yeah, there's quite a few comments in there.
Where did we get up to?
I think we were up to.
So we talked about the tinny sticks, didn't we, in the buffers?
Yeah.
Simon Brownsley, morning everyone. Hope you're all well. Not too bad, mate.
Oh.
Steve's asking, anyone know what the Rebel 1/16 Porsche 356 kit is like?
I've got it. It looks okay. I've seen a few reviews saying there's a few sink marks on it, but you're going to get that. Rancher Dan built it and did a good job of it as well, and he said there was no issues with it at all. Oh, God, there's something that will affect your mental health.
Oh,
Hello, ladies.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Carry on, Luke.
Catalin Capatina saying you guys are great. Oh,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Catalin Capatina again. He's actually doing the same right now. He feels like he's part of your Sunday line.
Excellent.
Well, everyone that's here is part of it, mate.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Ralph.
Ralph. There we go. He's saying thanks for the true pronunciation. You're welcome. You're welcome. Ronald's saying that's why I do this hobby and ride a motorcycle just to clear my mind. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Brian Windmill, you guys help when I was low, especially Dan with his laughter and Tim.
Yeah, Dan's laugh is
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's mental.
Ralph saying absolutely destruction is important. I think he means distraction.
Yeah.
Destruction.
Well, I don't know. Depends how you look at it. Go with someone, take a
I
sledgehammer
could
out.
right
the
do
other
it destroying
stuff.
something right at the moment.
Yeah.
Just saying, Luke, you described exactly what I experience every time I go near a doctor, dentist, hospital. Helpful explanation, makes me almost pass out. He has to lie down for a bit to subside. Yeah, that's that. Well, we call it white coat syndrome. A lot of people get it if they're dealing with professionals. No, but it's the same thing essentially.
It's why they sit you down for 5 minutes before they take your blood pressure, because everybody's blood pressure is higher when they go to the doctors than
absolutely
if at home.
Absolutely. What's saying the shakes and corny humour only understood by our colleagues and brothers in arms. Yeah, that's true. Mark H. saying morning gang, sorry late to the party, no problem.
Oh mate.
David Yer is saying, Luke, do some people become addicted to that feeling, like adrenaline junkies? Yes, absolutely, I'm one of them. I mean, ultimately, it's no good for you. It is no good for you. The ambulance service did a study, probably the results were published about 5 years ago, but the study ran for 15 years about paramedics and how long they live after they retire. Most paramedics will die within 10 years of retirement.
Really?
And that's a culmination of things. That's a culmination of years and years of shift work, which is not good for you. Lifestyle, and the military have it as well, and all emergency services. So essentially what happens is you go on this adrenaline high for a period of time, then it calms down, and you get hit with another adrenaline high, and that's constant, and that lasts for years and years and years and years, and ultimately that's no good for you. But yes, you do get addicted to it, and I'm one of those people that is addicted to it. Richard Lamb saying the military channel that to their advantage, Luke. Yeah, absolutely. And like I was saying, it's important. So whether it's military emergency services, I've done both. You need that adrenaline dump in order to be able to do your job to the best of your ability. But ultimately, over a long period of time, it's not any good for you. Joseph saying, I've had anxiety, then again, I've never had anxiety, then again, I'm a pothead. Your choice, buddy. No such thing as a safe drug. Walter, best thing after an intense shift or accident is blow off steam on my PlayStation that works. Just so good for me. Yeah, absolutely. You got to find what works for you and what's your escape, essentially. Peter saying agoraphobia. Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, I'm terrified of spiders.
Catalin Capitina. I couldn't have believed this is what I'm going to listen to on a Sunday morning live. You guys are literally saying things that I'm sure a lot of people resonate with. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Richard Lamb, so true, Luke. Mark.
Hey guys, be back now, 2 seconds.
All right, mate.
All right, mate.
See ya.
See you later, buddy. Steve Parch saying people are good at hiding mental health problems. I've hidden mine for years. There are only a few people that know about it. Yeah, it's one of those things. It's difficult to not confess. That's the wrong word. It's difficult to make people aware of it because, unfortunately, like we were saying, a lot of people are scared of it or have a preconception as to what mental health means through a lack of understanding, essentially. Paul Adams says, well said. Richie Lamb, ex-armed forces are the last ones to ask for help, though. It's brainwashed, for a better word, into them. Been there, done that. Yeah, that's true. It is difficult to reach out to them. Walter saying, he's been in a hangout once, liked it very much. You behaved yourself the first time round. Well, join again and don't behave yourself.
Get back in, mate.
Sean Brader saying, this is true. Goodness knows what I'd be like if it wasn't for the modelling, the hangouts, and the banter with you chaps. Yeah, absolutely. It works. Chris is saying, building models and Command and Conquer was My best distractions when having attacks. I think he's talking about panic attacks. Yeah, it's just distracting your brain, buddy, whatever that may be, whatever works for you. Patrick McGeever, appreciate all you guys put into these shows.
No worries. Thanks for watching. We appreciate everyone that watches.
Saying he started doing 3D diamond art and painting things, pulling his hair out, not being able to model. Well, yeah, again, it's a distraction, buddy. If it works,
Yeah.
you're unable to model, then yeah, why not? Joe Edwards, glad I'm not the only one who suffers mental health. Was really good listening to you all talk about it. Yeah, it's a common thing, mate. It is common. You're not.
Jan's got a good question when you get down the bottom there as well.
Model making trucker saying hi all. Hello, Lewis.
Hello.
Hey, Lewis.
Ralph saying, ahaha, it's distraction. Sorry. No worries, buddy. I mean, distraction can be helpful. Al generally throws things in his garden and smashes them up.
Yeah.
Printers, mainly.
Set fire.
Do his kitchen.
Or he sets fire. Yeah. Simon Brown saying it affects everyone in different ways. Yes, it absolutely does. But although generally, and people may disagree with this statement, it does affect everyone in different ways, and there are different causations for it. The root cause is different, but often the presentation of those problems is very, very similar. So what causes you to experience mental health issues or anxiety or whatever it is, the causes are different for everybody, but the presentation is often very similar. There are a lot of parallels for everyone. Simon Brown saying, yeah, it does affect, and then he's even seen some being driven to Warhammer. Well, there you go. Kelly's saying, thanks for the well wishes. She's on day 2 of isolation.
Jan's got a good question here.
Yeah. Do you think mental health is a disability? Shall I answer first?
Well, it's a double-edged sword, that one, isn't it? I think if it affects you so much as maybe stopping you doing things, I think it can be.
Yeah.
What's your take on it, Luke?
I would say absolutely yes.
There's more than one type of disability.
Yeah.
And there are those that you can see and those you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think if it stops you in your day-to-day life, I think definitely 100%. Whether it'll be officially recognised, I don't know. Is it?
It is, but the system is still trying to kind of define the levels that they would class it as a disability, and that's more from the system's point of view. That's more from a financial thing. So obviously, if someone is physically disabled, they get financial assistance from the government in order to cope with their disability, whether that be a motability car, adaptations to their house, whatever it is. Now, the system has recognized mental health issues as a disability, but they're still trying to figure out to what level that disability requires assistance from the system in a financial way. Now, for someone, for example, someone who is, I'm just using this as an example because it's something I can talk about and know, someone who is diagnosed with PTSD, who's a paramedic. Generally, what that means is if the PTSD is at such a level, they're no longer able to be an operational paramedic because it's having a negative impact on their health. Now, does that person warrant financial assistance because they can no longer do their job? And that's the big question mark surrounding, do we recognize it as a disability or not? But in my view, aside from all the financial system thing, mental health is absolutely a disability.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Anyone else got any thoughts?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also difficult living with a person that suffers.
Absolutely.
I can imagine.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I just tell the wife to go and shave her beard. You know, she kicks off and she's happy after that.
A word with Simon as well.
Yeah, God's sake, that's one step away from an intervention. Sam's going to turn up one day and all our cars going to be in his driveway.
True that.
Gianluigi's got a question. He's saying, "Hi, Paul. Is the airbrush still out of stock? Any news about that? Any idea?"
We're still waiting, mate. Still waiting.
David Marzola is saying, "Morning, gents. Sitting here on my morning coffee, watching you on the TV. My wife commented, I thought you said these guys were strange. Sounds like they're intelligent, thoughtful gentlemen. See how easy it is to fool people."
Yes.
Yeah. And Dave, it's bonnet and boot, not trunk and hood. Just so we're clear on that one.
Yeah.
Andy's saying, "I've just been made redundant. Thankfully, I've got a new job, but don't start till March due to COVID restrictions. So to keep me busy, I'm turning my spare room into a modelling cave. That's not a bad plan, mate."
And then come join us, Andy, and have a hangout.
Yeah.
No.
Does that make you appreciate sitting on your own?
Walter's saying, "Maybe I'll join the hangout this afternoon." Yeah, you'd be more than welcome, mate.
There you go.
Cully's saying, "It's hard looking after someone with PTSD. It can happen to people from normal life events too." Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
PTSD is not exclusive to the military emergency services. The reason it's talked about more, I think, is because the rate of PTSD in certain occupations is high. But that's not to say that it doesn't affect people who've never been anywhere near a uniform either.
Yeah, that's what the wife's suffering with as well. She's been diagnosed with it.
It can affect anyone. I think the only reason that, as I say, it's recognised more is just because the prevalence of it. Richie Lamb saying he put his wife through hell and back, and she was his rock and helped save his life. Yeah, there you go. David saying, "Sorry, Norm, the wife said it's too early." It's not too early.
Never too early, mate.
It's never too early for a beer, especially on a Sunday. I'm on my second.
Yeah, time sometime in the world.
It's 4 o'clock somewhere in the Empire.
Yep, that's right.
And that's it. We're all caught up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Here we go. Just depressed YouTube.
Richie said he's getting a laptop soon, so he'll be able to join us. More than welcome,
God.
Richie.
Yeah, that'll be good, mate. Be good to see you. Defo.
You'll
We
join
chose
with
you for Norm.
You'll join with a foot hella here and end up with none.
Or it'll fall onto your chin like happened to me and Simon.
To change or something else. Anyway.
I think Simon's trying to grow a comb over, is he?
Right.
Off his back.
His wife wanted a hairy chest.
Oh. Wow. So many ways that could go.
Yeah.
I'll leave that comment.
Well, we're getting back to normal.
Oi, oi.
Oh, Simon, yeah, is he?
Yeah.
Cheeky sod. That's just jealousy coming out, Norm.
Oh, it is, mate, yeah.
We don't want people try and convince everyone to come and join the hangouts. We don't want to think you're going to be assassinated on your first time here. You know, you get 3 goes and then you get assassinated.
Yeah.
Well, it depends, really.
You do not get assassinated. You're part of us then.
No, it's all good fun. All good fun.
You become part of the brotherhood.
Yeah. No, I agree.
One word for it.
All works both ways.
So this kid gives you the option to cut the back end off this, Ronald, if you're still watching, mate. And I weighed up looking at it thinking, And then I'm like, I don't want to do surgery to it. I really don't.
Why does it give you an option to cut the back end off to open the bonnet?
The engine cover, yeah.
I don't know why they do that. Why they just wouldn't make it ready like that.
Yeah. Madness. Madness.
Quite a detailed engine on that one, isn't it?
I missed Hugh's comment.
Did you?
I don't know whether anyone read it. Hugh Gordon saying it's debilitating. Anything that prevents one from carrying out a normal life, making someone very weak and infirm. That is the same as a disability in my book. Yeah, I'll just be very, very careful, Hugh, and I'm not lecturing you, mate. Don't use the word weak for someone that's got mental health problems.
Yeah.
Because that can be taken in a... I get where you're coming from and I understand what you're saying, but that can a barrier to someone actually seeking help because they don't want to appear weak, and they're absolutely not weak, because by the time they seek help for their mental health issue, they've probably coped with it for years.
Yeah.
Which actually is the other way. It makes them a very strong person.
Yeah.
Daryl Masters saying, hello, gents. A bit late to the party today.
Oh, mate.
What you been doing, Daryl? Kelly's saying, enjoy your furlough, ride the wind. Can't think what you will do. You'll probably do exactly what we're doing. Peter Pickens saying, agoraphobia, fear of being in situ. Agoraphobia, a fear of being in situations where escape might be difficult or that help wouldn't be available if things go wrong. Yeah. So coupled with that is a thing called social anxiety, which I suffered from massively when I first left the forces, because the forces is a very unique environment, and the longer you're in it, the more you don't relate very well to people that weren't. Yeah. And social anxiety comes from that, because wherever you go, once you've left and you're now a civilian, you don't fit in. Or I certainly didn't feel that I fitted in at all.
Fish out of water.
Absolutely. And so you start to avoid social situations, and that can be anything from going to the pub to family occasions. The amount of family events I missed because I would make an excuse not to attend, just because I just didn't fit in, you know, or I perceived I didn't fit in, which is a big difference. Walter saying, can I request to be assassinated on my second join in? Absolutely.
In you come.
Absolutely.
Here and waiting.
Ronald's saying, just do it, Paul. Not sure what that is.
It's cutting the back off there. So I'm looking at it. The problem is, it's trying to get these mounting points for the hinges.
Knocking the back out or what?
Yeah, knocking the hip out.
Gary's saying, thanks, Cully. I think the Porsche Ducati might help. Yeah, I'm sure it will. Mate.
Yeah, I'll do you good.
So true. Dad's in, Scaly Models. Hello, mate. Good morning.
Oh,
he's been lurking, but great stream. Cheers, buddy. Hope you're well. Richard Lamb saying, so true, Luke. Yeah, well, the thing is, I can only speak from personal experience. Everyone's experience of these issues and things is very different. Paul's experience of things is very different to mine, as is everyone else's. And no one can really give you a one-size-fits-all answer or solution. You've just got to try different things. And for me, modeling, if you go back on my channel, there's a video somewhere, I think it was mid last year, where I talk about my modeling journey, if you like, and how it helped me. And I make no secret of it. If it hadn't been for this and finding these guys in the hangouts and everything else, two things would have happened to me. I'd either be dead or I'd be in prison. And I make no secret about that. And that's why I'm so passionate about Models for Heroes, modeling as a therapy, and not just for veterans, for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kelly's saying, can't picture it, but it will look great. Hope you enjoy your new model, Gary Rodwin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I want to say that Cully's lying in bed picturing Gary at his bench.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be wrong, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Whatever floats your boat.
And is Clinton not? He isn't here saying hello, Mike.
Yeah. You could have said it live, Chunk.
You're weird.
Luke,
And
do you exercise?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
That
helps.
I think that's a remnant of the military, really. Because obviously when you're in the military, exercise is just part of your working day. When you leave, and there was about a year where I didn't do anything, literally did no exercise whatsoever, because I was like, well, I don't have to. So I didn't. But then I found it, I mean, despite some of the paramedics you may see, for me, being physically fit is a job requirement. Because if I've got to carry someone down 3 flights of stairs, the last thing I want to be doing is questioning whether I'm physically able to do that or not.
Right, Luke, I also think it's good for mental health. I think
It is very good for mental health. And sometimes, if I'm having a bad day or whatever, rather than coming straight home and sit at the bench, I'll go for a run first.
Yeah.
Because just burning off that energy, burning off, getting some fresh air. I don't
shop for some beer.
That's why I do it. But Andy, the best thing I find, and I miss it when the days I don't do it, because we've got a family here that want to take them out as well, is taking the dogs out for a nice long walk.
Yeah.
And that is just such a nice way of relaxing. Let the dogs run wild, get in the countryside, get some fresh air.
Absolutely.
Well, this is kind of a goofy thing, but I noticed that Oben, Captain Chaos, does much better when he's able to take some of that energy and burn it off.
Yeah.
If he's starting to act out or be kind of a problem, it's almost always a situation where I haven't taken him for a walk in a while, or I haven't let him really run.
No.
And then I've got a family member who's in the military that has really, I mean, the physical exercise is part of being in the military, but he's taken that up an extra step. And I wondered why he had done that, and I'll talk to you a little bit about that later, Luke. But it's helped him as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I was asking, about the.
Yeah, and the thing is, like Simon's saying, you don't have to go out and run 15 miles, 15 miles as fast as you can. I couldn't do that now anyway because my knees are knackered.
I tried to limit it to 10.
Yeah. My knees are knackered thanks to the British Army. However, just like Simon said, just getting out into the fresh air, into nature, walking the dog, the benefit to people's state of mind just by doing that.
Yeah.
What you have to be very careful of, and like you were saying, Andy, is where I didn't do anything for a year when I left the forces exercise wise, and then decided to start exercising again, and that was before I started modeling, and then I took it to the extreme. So it started to have a negative impact because I was so focused on being the fastest I could possibly be on my bike, being the fastest I could possibly be in the water. Great when you're in the military, but it can have a negative impact as a civilian. And I'm older. My body can't
physically can't do it.
Yeah. And it's going to damage me rather than help me. So it's all about balance. It's all about balance.
Yeah.
And if you really want an adrenaline rush, try cycling on British roads. Jesus.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
Hugh Gordon in the chat says Oben. Now that's a cool name for a hound dog, Andy. I got the name Oben from a small coastal town in Scotland that I fell in love with.
Of course.
It was a whiskey, really, Andy, wasn't it?
Yes.
The dog's name was a happy coincidence.
So, but that's where he has the name.
Hugh's also saying a bit further up, he says, yeah, I agree, Luke. I meant physically weak, fully understand what you're saying. Yeah, absolutely. And I'm not criticizing you at all, buddy. I just think the problem is with mental health, a lot of the time it's about choice of words without having a negative impact on the people that are requesting help. But yeah, I wasn't having a go at all, buddy. Richard's saying he hated it when he got out of the army. He felt he didn't fit in with other people, so he withdrew into himself. Yeah, and that's the worst thing we can do. I know, I've been there. It's not healthy. Cully's saying, change your job, Luke, or retire at 90. I will not see 90, I can guarantee you that. And I'm not going to change my job. I love my job as much as I whinge about it.
Oh, God, does he whinge about it? Oh.
Constant, never shuts moaning. And obviously my partner's a paramedic. If you could be a fly on the wall after we've both been at work and we come home, there's about a good 3 hours of moaning. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure
is.
Well,
Get the strip warhammer out again.
Hey, Mika saying, is Luke the only one with a military background? In here now, I think so.
Yeah.
There are people that join the Hangouts ex-military.
Yeah.
Hugh Gordon saying, know it well. Must be talking about your coastal town, Andy, I think.
Yeah. Hugh's in Inverness, which is the other end of the canal from Oban.
Luke, I'm the same, knees knackered. My mind says go for it, but my body says you're having a laugh. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Richard Hammer saying, too much info, Luke. Yeah. A lot of moaning goes on in this house, but not always in a good way.
A lot of morning goes on in my house. You haven't done the dishes, you haven't washed that, you haven't cooked now.
You're still here.
Yeah. Oh, when Branch had down last night and Brian was in talking about it. And Dan come up there, comment, oh, I used to drive a school bus. And Brian made the comment back, well, that's basically what I do, just in the air. So about 10 minutes went by and then Branch and Dan went, so what type of school bus do you drive? And
I'm for you.
Oh,
an Irish one.
Dan.
Yeah, he's hoping to join her again. He's just been so busy at work.
It could be really bad, but I'm not going to. I'm not gonna go there.
Hughes saying, many a good night in Oban, Andy. Only an hour and a half from him.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Two and a half hours from me then.
In Japan, there are 3 tiers of mental health disability recognised by the health services and government. Yeah, and I think that's the way Britain or the UK will go. They're just kind of trying to figure out as to what tiers there are and then what assistance is available to those people that are suffering. I think that's the way it'll go. It'll be tiered as to the significance or the severity of the disability. Ronald's saying, guys, the world has ended. My son's PS4 isn't working. Laugh out loud.
I couldn't get my Xbox on this morning. Talk about flapping. It's all gone quiet.
It's all gone quiet over there.
So Ronald's saying his son's really upset. Smiley face. Hugh saying, man, this Sea Prince is bringing back some forgotten skills. Feel like I'm scratch building the whole. Well, he says kites, but I guess he means kids. Steve saying, Norm, that Norm, that looks like a tank is getting close to needing paint. Guess that means that we're going back in a box.
Oh, well, that's back in the box then.
And Ross is saying, has anyone been watching the cricket? No, because I don't want to fall asleep. Sorry to any cricket fans that have just been offended. My girlfriend.
The only game where you're rewarded for injuring people in the crowd.
Yeah. My my girlfriend watches cricket. She's quite into her cricket.
I was going to watch it today, but then I realised I had to watch a car rust instead.
Yeah, but I'm not a fan.
I was watching the snooker the other night though.
Well, I've heard your ball handling skills are legendary.
Hey.
They are.
Cricket on here all the time. I wish I could turn it on. There'd be cricket on there.
Well, I've heard you'll triple turn it on.
No, not too bad. Change the wind usually, but oh no, it's not. It's finished. There's a move in.
Where's the only the window in the kitchen, I believe.
I'll give them to you.
Coconut.
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 Coconut. Morning, Dick.
You know, Mary?
Afternoon, actually.
You still loving a bit of dick?
Oh, yeah.
Good girl. But you, Norman.
Only down the docks.
Oh.
Daryl's saying, why was I late to the show? Got up at 4 a.m. watched till 8. Were we on at that time? I must be on about the cricket. Fell asleep, woke up at 10:30, told to go to Sainsbury's for bread, bacon and eggs. Which isn't a bad thing. No. Ross Mambridge saying he's recently bought a Rebel P47M Thunderbolt.
Not a bad kit, the Revell one. If it's
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot saying, Paul, which Tamiya bike kit is the hardest to build in your opinion?
Oh. Probably that's H2R. Looks an absolute nightmare to build with all different colours and the paint finish.
So is it the build itself, or is it the?
It's just the process I think involved. It's got a very unique paint finish on that bike because I think a lot of it's carboned.
Yeah.
Is that one of those builds where you've really got to think about how you're putting it together because of the painting?
It's the same with any bike kit. You got to really think about, haven't you, Luke?
Oh yeah.
Especially if you start changing decals and paint schemes.
Yeah, I should have actually thought about it before I started it because it was a bit of a struggle getting everything right so quickly. But got it in the end, I suppose.
Can't wait till they're finished.
Rob 1970s saying morning all on this fine morning. Yeah, well it's not bad.
Bloody night.
Oh, blue sky.
Sun's just coming up here.
Can't see the sun has been gone for 4 or 5 hours.
Meanwhile, on the other side of the planet.
2.5 hours it's been gone for.
That's going to need a bit of adjustment.
Engine is quite nicely detailed.
Hey?
This engine is quite nicely detailed.
Yeah, that's good.
Ross,
no fit issue with the R32, mate. Nothing. Just the glass is a bit iffy being an older kit. Good kit other than that, though.
Rich is off, so he's off, guys. See you Wednesday. Take care.
Okay.
Ta-da.
Friday's live show was hilarious, not shutting off like that for Paul.
Oh, yeah. Man, I laughed.
Yeah, I'm sure you did.
Sat there looking at everyone jumping around like lunatics.
Oh, we laughed.
Can I switch it off?
Don't know, mate.
Someone did, didn't they? I don't know who it was.
Yeah, it was you, Al. You did switch it off.
Oh, good man. Can I remember it?
Yeah, it was the top left corner, mate, on the line.
All right.
That was it.
Well, that's good.
Peter Pipkin says, Paul, have you seen the movie Arachnophobia? Spielberg had a hand in it. Pretty funny.
Great film.
I'm muted there, chatting away. I have, mate. Peter, I was taking the mickey before of agoraphobia. It's a
I
joke.
like the guy who's the pest controller.
Oh,
He's brilliant.
Oh, yeah, it was him that was in...
Roseanne.
Isn't he?
What the hell's his name?
John
Goodman. John Goodman.
Yeah, he looks a bit like John Candy, but he's not.
Yeah, he's not as funny.
No, but in that film, he's pretty funny.
John Goodman's the other one in The Big Lebowski.
Yes.
Yes.
He's brilliant in that.
Yeah.
That's a great film.
Mm-hmm.
KK says, can't picture Gary's models, don't know a lot about bikes, nothing dodgy, Luke.
We'll take your word for it, Kelly.
Sounds a bit guilty there.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot says, does anybody have any experience with Hasegawa's 112 bikes? I've seen them.
Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, they're not quite as good as Tamiya, but they're certainly not far behind.
What are those rechargeable batteries for, Norm?
Vapes.
What are those rechargeable batteries for?
My vape.
Oh, okay.
Hey, look. It's like a gun.
No.
Chunk, are you drinking beer at 12:30 in the morning? What's the matter with you?
I'm drinking beer at 11:30 on Sunday night. I don't really drink, but ever since I've ever have a couple every night now. Don't know why.
Good morning.
I haven't just poured a whiskey. That's all.
Hey, Dan.
Yeah, if I was you, I'd be drinking every time I get a chance. So just to stress relieve a bit. I'm not going down.
Well, I say whiskey. It's not really whiskey. It's bourbon.
Don't worry, that's what I like. This
You
is my
enjoy
last
your chat with Brian last night?
is Jack Daniels got Canadian Club now.
Yeah, my crewmate at work got me a bottle of wild turkey for my birthday.
Which one? Red breed.
Oh, I don't know. Hold on.
It'll mess you up. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Got messed up on wild turkey and something else. They called it a fuzzy navel.
Did you enjoy meeting Brian last night, Dan?
Who? Oh, yes. He was a fine fellow. Yes.
Yeah.
He needs to
There you go,
come in
Church.
more often.
Oh yes, 101. Yes.
Yeah. That's
Ooh.
nice.
I got these. A mate used to work in a shop and they getting rid of these. So he give me a case of these. They're only the little 200ml ones.
Yeah.
Little bottle.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
But the 101 is a bit stronger. So
Seen the OFC whiskey?
no, I don't really drink it. Every time I drink it, I go a bit silly. So last time I had it, and I used to drink them at the little local pub I grew up in, and I went there one night, and I've probably told the story to a few people before. I only got there, I was away, and I only got to the pub at midnight, and it shuts at 1 o'clock, and you can buy a pre-mixed wild turkey and cola. I had 13 in the hour, and they're like 8%, 8% alcohol. I opened the front door, and it was a cold night, and I was all right in the pub. As soon as I hit the cold air, I woke up the next morning in my bed with all of my clothes still on. And I had a black jumper on, and it was all white down the front. And I'm trying to think of what the hell I've done. So I've got in my car to go up to the local shop to get a drink or something to eat. And as I'm driving up, all the white posts on the side of the road have been pulled out. And that was for me hugging them and pulling them up, and that was all the stuff that was on my jumper. So, about 3 kilometres from the pub to my house on a main highway, and I pulled all the white and turned all the signs around. So that's why I don't really drink it that much anymore. Yeah.
The main thing we want to know, Luke, Chunk, is how many uncles did you knock out that day?
Hey, What was that?
How many of your uncles did you knock out that day?
No, none of them. No, that was before then. No, that wasn't that long ago. This was when I was about 23, 24. The uncle thing was only about a couple of years
Well,
ago.
30 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 25 years ago. That wasn't bad.
What I want to know, Chunk, is on the way back out in the morning to get the drink and what, did he do the responsible thing and put all the white posts back?
No. I had a mate who worked on the show. I rang him. And I actually wasn't him, it was Vic Rhodes, which is a government thing, so we never even worried about it. But we used to go out to a mate's place camping, and we used to go and pull them out and burn them because they were big 8-inch by 8-inch red gum posts. They burnt beautifully in the fire. We used to pull them out to get firewood. It was quite eventful. The little car, she's all primed out.
Steve Parry says, pink battery, Norman. Are you in touch with your feminine side?
In touch with someone.
No, the Rampant Rabbit makes rechargeable now.
They're more purple than pink.
Yeah. You can get them just plug into the mains. Apparently.
Petrol powered as well. Word.
Oh, I was going to say something with that.
Oh, Rich. Oh, Rich isn't there.
Morning.
Hey, Rich. There we go. I've been brave. I've cut the rear off.
Oh, good man.
Not too bad. Took a bit of work out though.
Hang on a sec. I can hear some clams outside.
There you go, Ronald. Just for you, mate. I cut it open.
Party in here today.
How are you, Rich?
I'm pretty good. How are you, Paul?
Yeah, not bad, mate. Just be aware we're still live.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
Everyone's cameras off.
No, not again. Now I know.
What the?
Usually that should be a dead giveaway. The live show's about to happen or something's going on, right?
It must be still summer. Up 2012 at night, 3 young kids up the street with a mate in a wheelie bin.
Sounds really good. Should have asked them where they've been.
I did, and they said they've really been down the street. They're on their way home.
Really?
Really good.
Really.
You actually get PE hinges in there, Ronald, but they look an absolute nightmare. So what I'm going to do is put the kit ones on and then slot this underneath and then just literally take it off. You're going to see more of it off anyway. I don't know. I'll have a go at making the PE ones up, but they look an absolute nightmare. They really do.
Unmute and then say I'll be back in a couple of minutes, chaps. I'm
Okay, Al.
just going to make myself a coffee.
Okay, doke.
Sounds like a plan.
That's a what?
Sounds like a plan, to be honest.
Yeah.
Having a good Sunday, Paul?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, so far.
Good, good. Yeah, we're live. We've been depressing the world.
Yep.
Chatting stuff. I got my lunch next to me.
Where you
The
go?
wheelbarrow.
The usual cheese, crackers, and crisps. That's all I ever have for my lunch, really.
Nice. Nice.
Simple.
In a wheelbarrow.
I've got
What?
left in a wheelbarrow.
Oh my.
Wow. Okay, that's random.
And we were saying that Dan wasn't good at comedy, but he's nailed it there.
Yeah, unintentionally.
I'll be back myself now.
Don't forget your wheelbarrow.
I won't.
Good one.
Yeah, I've got homemade leftover curry from last night.
Oh, no, you don't like to show off, Luke.
And it is the best curry ever.
Excellent, mate.
The amount of money I've saved.
Yeah.
Takeaway curry.
Yeah. That's awesome, mate.
And she basically said if she catches me ordering a takeaway curry when she's at work, then that's it. So, because it's like cheating. Apparently.
Wow.
She is a chef.
Yeah, she's a chef. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a chef, mate. Yeah.
Bless him.
She's a Michelin shelf.
Oh, hello.
She's a Michelin chef because she's always tired.
Anybody laughs at that, you'll instantly lose my respect.
Half groaning at it, maybe.
Tread carefully.
Oh, even worse.
What? Hear us. It's the first time I've actually done surgery on a car like this. Done it to aircraft.
What kit you building, Paul?
Sorry?
What kit are you building?
It's that Hasegawa Lancia 037, that one. It's a Group B rally car.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I remember that. You were doing that for the run.
So, for some reason, Hasegawa lets you lift off the front part of the car, which is only really suspension in there, and then the engine cover's molded in, so I've cut it off. Cut it out, but like.
Cool.
Matt 58 says, how's everybody today?
Oh, Matt. Not bad, mate.
Hello, Matt.
Doing well.
I had to do some minor surgery on this Subaru.
Yeah?
But Tamiya made it really easy to do. So,
Ah, there you go then.
yeah. They're just the front part of the front bumper where the skirt is. They had you cut it off. They have you cut it off on the bottom, and then the bumper gets put in, right? So.
Yeah.
You in the toilet, Rich?
No, I'm in my basement. Am I all garbled again?
You sound distant.
Maybe it's because of the distance from my mic. I've been changing everything around in here, so it's new again. And I kind of have my back to you guys, so maybe this will be a bit better.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a bit better.
Okay.
You step away from your mic a bit, Norm.
Like out the front garden.
Actually, it still picked me up.
Have you got a strong back?
Oh dear. Sorry, Norm. Not really.
Hey, there's no need to apologise, you weakling. I'm so upset.
Yeah, me, hun.
That's what you laughed at the other day.
Did I?
Yeah, do you remember I said there was something that somebody did like a sly dig and one of us laughed? It was that. I put a "Are you okay, hun" post somewhere and you laughed at it.
Okay, yeah.
They're great, them posts.
It was to Dan Scattergood.
I think it was, yeah.
It made me laugh.
It's those sympathy posts you see on Facebook. Oh, it's all gone wrong. And it's blatantly looking for a comment.
Yeah.
But someone will go, why? What's wrong? I'll PM you. No, just tell us. We're all really nosy. And you always get one going, you okay, hon? I put it and Luke laughed at it. I knew there was something the other day. I knew Luke could get, and he laughed at it. I did it somewhere else as well. I'm sure I did.
I think you might have too, because I think I caught that post also, and I liked it. It made me laugh.
I knew there was something. I was trying to rack my brains yesterday, trying to think what it was. Saki remark I put somewhere. Yeah, Dan put a vaguish post underneath. You okay?
There's a great meme that I saw, and it's one of these cartoon figures with loads of boxes, carrying loads of boxes. And someone used it. Someone had put one of those kind of sympathy posts up about whatever. And they put this meme in underneath them. Here's the attention you ordered.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Brilliant.
The crack of those posts. Can't believe it's happened. Are you okay, hon? I'll PM you. Well, that's no good because we're all really nosy.
Yeah. I had a conversation with my buddy's wife, and she's like, you don't post anything on Facebook. I'm like, yeah, because I don't want anybody knowing my business.
Exactly.
Now, if I post something like that, everybody says, what, are you pregnant again?
You've been pregnant for what, about 10 years?
So what are you smoking today, Dan?
The bone.
I think it's going to be leftovers of the smoked deer ham. Or venison.
Is that such a thing? Doesn't ham come from pigs?
Ham is just the description of the part of the animal it comes from.
Okay. Obviously an American thing.
It's also associated with pigs, because that's what most people eat. The ham of the pig. Those
Three lessons for today's
terms. Like the pork butt is not from the butt of the pig, it's the front shoulder of the pig.
I'm learning all kinds of new stuff right now.
Stick around, you'll learn a lot more.
Yeah. That was well played.
Well, we have psychiatry with Luke. We've now got surgery with Dan.
Yeah, I was very shy and retiring when I first did that.
I still am. Very withdrawn, quiet, harmless.
That's gone very quiet. Everybody sleep.
To be honest, I'm just waking up, so.
Bacon butty.
How was that?
Dinosaur.
so good, these Top Studio 27 instructions on how to fold the PE, where it just doesn't show you at all.
That's pretty much the same for most PE instructions, though, isn't it? They're
It's
very
awful, isn't it? You look at it thinking, how the hell does that make that?
Yeah.
Very vague.
Definitely been in that boat a few times.
And I think if you want to build a kit where the instructions are lacking, go for an accurate armor kit.
Okay.
Yeah, they basically show you a photograph of what it should look like, and then you've got to figure it out from there. Nice kit, sir.
Okay.
I figure if you're going to attempt it, then you must be already pretty talented.
But I've got an accurate armor kit and I have 0 talent, so yeah, it plays that argument out of the water.
Yeah, please.
What tea or?
Yeah, tea would be great, thank you.
Are you going down to do more?
Yeah, we're done with it. Please.
For God's sake, see, another bit now wants me to cut out the front grille on the front.
Do it.
He says, Tatty leek and chicken soup for lunch, yummy. Darryl puts, is that bachelor's? Cup of soup.
Sick.
Excuse me.
Massive decal that goes over that grill at the front, so I don't think it's worth doing. Oh.
Why are they asking it to be cut out though?
It's not a proper seafood grill, it's like the indentation representation of a grill.
Okay.
I've got a P replacement part that would be a proper grill.
Like this thing then.
But if I'm chucking a decal over it, you're not going to see it anyway.
Well, it's the same with this Supra. The grills are false ones, and
Yeah, on the real car they are.
I know, but and on the PE it's false ones. And you think, well, what's the point of the PE? And the PE you can't get them to shape without. It's just ridiculous. So a lot of the PE won't get used on this either. It's a shame, but.
What a bunch of fucking assholes.
Ooh.
Oh.
What?
Ooh.
What was that then?
Ooh.
I let that one slip, Paul.
Uh-oh.
Happens to the best of us, mate.
Richard.
And also to
I'm not angry.
I am.
Very disappointed. Don't worry about it, mate. Dan, you're paying this fine for him.
No, I'll pay my fine.
No, well, you're all right. Not worry.
You ever look at a kid and like you do something and then you say to yourself, like, why did I do that?
Mm-hmm.
That was one of those cases there, and I just let that slip.
We've all done it. Some more than others. Luke and Sam. Simon, look at you.
Oh,
Tim's the worst.
I haven't done one for a long time.
Oof, what?
I don't think I've ever done one on the show.
I wish a lot of you do one.
Just let one go, Andy.
Don't do it.
Company.
It's not worth it.
Don't do it.
There's a question there in the chat asking what kit Rancher Dan's working on. What VW kit is that, Dan?
the Revell. I don't have the box right here. It's the newer Revell level 5 124th. It's Revell Germany, so they call it a Volkswagen limousine.
Sweet. See a picture of the box, Dan.
That's what I'm looking for. I don't see it anywhere. I thought it must have got thrown out by mistake by the housekeeper.
You have a housekeeper?
Only on Mondays.
Only on Mondays. All right. I thought I was going to have a housekeeper. It was called my kids, but I soon found out that was wrong.
I had my kids and my nephews and nieces all loading bags of cattle feed into the barn yesterday.
I can't even get my son to load groceries out of the car. How do you do that?
Tell him there's Easter eggs hidden in there somewhere.
Yeah. then when he doesn't find anything, I'm the one who's in trouble. I played that game with him before. It doesn't work well when you don't have anything for him.
I don't know. I guess maybe they turn it into a competition and they like to help.
Pocket money.
Probably wouldn't last very long if they had to do it all the time.
Anybody know much about old American Ford engines?
Yeah,
Yeah, a little bit.
The good boat anchors.
I'm just wondering. What's that?
I says yes, the breakdown.
Yeah. I just wondered about colour. So the
Blue. Yep.
Dark blue.
Thought as much. It says steel in the instructions.
Full blue for the rockers.
Here, I'll show you a blue that'll probably be decent to use anyway. The Young LP6.
I do.
That might be a good blue to use. It's like a Ford blue.
Need some of that.
I should have some of that.
You not bought any junk?
You need that one there.
What's that one?
Engine blue.
That's the exact one there. Yeah.
Or you can, there is red one, or kind of an orangey red.
Yeah.
Ford engines as well.
Model Master. Apparently they're gone.
Yeah, they don't make Model Masters anymore.
Yeah.
Painted a different colour. It really annoy people.
Painted I usually paint them the colour of the, if it's a show car kind of thing.
Maybe orange.
The colour of whatever your car is.
Yeah.
Using XF8.
Any blue or any red, won't matter. Chev's more known as an orangey red, but There is red Ford engines, but most of them are blue.
It'll
Yeah.
drive all the Ford fanatics nuts.
But if you do a showy kind of, I don't know which one I did one of these.
Really wanted to throw them for a loop, paint it gray.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I did that one, and I painted the that's the purple El Camino, and you won't see it, but the engine block is the same color. It's purple, same as the body.
Oh, neat.
So it's
They all end up black with all the oil leaks anyway.
yeah,
El Camino a Ford.
yeah,
No, it's a
exactly.
Chevy.
Nah, it's a Chev.
There we are.
Should have had a Ranchero.
Ranchero's the Ford version.
Oh, that was a Ford, yeah. My granddad almost bought a Ranchero. My dad.
There's a nice Ranchero kit out there. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like when they were brand new, my granddad almost bought one like the first year they were out, and somebody talked him out of it. He never ended up going through with it, unfortunately. Cool cars though. I like that era for vehicles because everything was new, and it's not like today where they bring out everything looks the same, everything looked different. You know, you could tell a different car coming down the road from the other. Now it's all about fuel efficiency and aerodynamics and all that stuff. You don't get the cool designs and as much anymore.
Actually, in the mid-50s, it was hard to tell the GM vehicles apart sometimes.
Yeah. But like, you know what I mean? Like you could always tell like in the 60s if a Mustang was coming or a Camaro or a Chevelle or whatever. You could tell just by the shape of the car, right? Like
yeah.
Today's cars, they all look the same to me. They like it's hard to distinguish one from another.
In the 60s, you had a El Camino.
Oh, what? I didn't realise you guys were that old. That you're
I'm not
around.
that old, but that's what I envy about that era.
Yeah.
Camino in the 60s could use parts from a Chevelle or a Impala.
I'm
They're
that
basically
old.
all the same.
No, you're not, Al.
1960, I was 5.
Jesus.
1960.
I was minus 13.
Depending on what month it was, I was swimming.
10-year-old Andrew.
You're as old as you feel. That's my opinion.
And then somebody slapped me on the ass and I started crying.
Yeah.
Ooh.
They could be here.
That was 2 days ago for me.
Oh.
Somebody slapped you on the arse.
Do explain.
The ripples can still be had.
With a longboat oar.
Surfboard out and ride the waves on in.
You guys are awesome.
Oh, that's not a picture I want in my head, though.
No, not really, but it still makes me laugh.
Sat here flapping like a windsock.
In a game.
Oh!
You guys are something else.
Hmm.
I'm not one to talk though. I swore on live YouTube. So
Price. Everyone's cameras off.
not again. I'm gonna flash me back to that, Paul.
I'll never forget it, mate.
When I did that, I was like, "Did you just really do that?" I'm like, "You're an idiot." That's all I can say to myself. I'm like,
At least you left. Jason hung around.
oh, "Okay, well, yeah." I
He's still here.
I go to him. I go, "Oh, I seen you were on the live show," and he just didn't respond. I go, "Well, welcome to the club," sort of thing, right? Because I've interrupted, you know.
Oh, we've come up with a new punishment for that now.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Well,
Next week you joins.
We're definitely not going to say anything, but it's good.
Oh, don't say a word.
No.
It is what it is. It happened. I'm trying to move past it.
Painting a Volkswagen bug engine Chevy red.
Go for it. It's a custom.
Surely that thing should be an RLM color or a RAL color.
Paint an old bug a pastel color.
Look what I painted it.
That's kind of good when it's painted in.
Oh.
Kind of pastel. I might find some decals for it. Make it look maybe a hippie style or a beach.
Yeah, you throw some.
Steve already started making it look beat up.
Yeah.
You always go for that weathered effect, Dan.
I'm not good at that.
No.
And I like it. I like weathering okay. It hasn't interested me, and I haven't found the right kit to try and attempt it on.
Yeah,
I
don't know anything about weathering. Like if I were to weather something, it would just look like I threw a bunch of mud on top of it and called it a day, sort of thing. It wouldn't look real.
Except unless you call the kit that I heated up with a heat gun and made it look like it was run over by the monster truck I built. Guess you could call that weathering.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't see that one.
Could call it something. No, Dan, to be fair, I think when you first joined ISM in the Hangouts, so that build that you showed on Friday, like I think you've come a long way.
Yeah. Yeah, we've all agreed on that.
You're doing some cracking work, man.
I appreciate that. That build that I had up there Friday was actually, it wasn't very good because it wasn't a great kit.
That's all right to me, mate.
You did a fine job of it.
So like I put in my description, if you want to build a Tri-5 Chevy, don't buy the 1/16th AMT. Because I know a Tri-5 Chevy is a big, a lot of people love those cars. I think I'm spending a lot more time building the vehicles too, because you used to put one out maybe once a week. And now maybe it's because I'm more busier, but I'm usually spending 2 weeks on a model.
Yeah, and I think it shows that the attention to detail and the painting is way better.
Very apparent.
I think that Bigfoot you built, Dan, was awesome.
The what?
The monster truck that you built a few months ago.
Oh yeah.
I really liked that one. That was a really nice build, man. It came out nice.
The Dodge or the Ford?
The Ford. I'm a Ford fan, so.
Yeah, that was a vintage kit too.
Yeah, I thought that Ford came out pretty awesome, to be honest.
I built that exact same kit when I was about 12.
Yeah. Was it as good? Was it as good then, or did you come out better this time?
I'm pretty sure I did better this time, but when I was 12, I tended to play with the.
Yeah. That's what happened to most of my models from those days. Those days, they all got broken through playing with them, or I don't know, whatever. I think my sister might have smashed a couple of them out of rage because I might have made her mad. So.
What's that?
mine either fell victim to high explosives or long-range BB gun practice.
Oh, cool. My parents wouldn't buy me any toys like that. Fireworks were definitely a no-no. We live in Canada, so you can't really get them here. Only for like holidays. So you
Well,
get like
the
once
only-
or twice a year with them, right? So
It doesn't change with age, only the quality of the explosives. I have tannerite in my closet in my bedroom that I could use on a.
Yeah, I just said the other day you live in Waco, so you're just expecting to knock off the door of the ATF.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd knock.
No.
And
I
if
think you get in
anybody
trouble
from the
with those toys.
ATF is watching this show on YouTube, I didn't say tannerite. I said marshmallows.
I said marshmallows. Yeah, you're not the leader of any like strange clubs, are you, Dan?
If you offer any Kool-Aid, don't take it.
Yeah.
Bourbon doesn't taste good in Kool-Aid.
Vodka doesn't taste half bad in it though. If you mix it very, 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 very light.
Right, who stole Miss Frugu? Oh, there it is. Hidden.
So how is that kit, Paul? Does it go together well, or?
Yeah, I built it before, mate. I built it a while back. It's a good
Oh,
kit.
okay. Right on.
Different scheme though this time.
Nice.
Obviously, butchered things open as you do.
I butcher stuff all the time.
Hey?
I've butchered a few things in the past couple of days, so I'm kind of just taking it easy right now.
Most of these neighbours.
Mostly his neighbors. No.
You
Nothing
were
like
such a
that.
quiet, well-behaved neighbor.
I get along well with all my neighbors, except for the guy across the street because he's a weirdo. But other than that, everybody seems to like me, so that's good.
What's not to like, Rich?
You're a likable guy.
Well, I don't know. I play my music loud sometimes. I could be, an annoyance. So I'm glad I haven't made anybody mad. Let's just say that. And I have a dog that constantly barks too. So
It would be sacrilege to put the numbers 51 on this bug. Make it a miscolored Herbie bug.
Oh. Don't know. Your choice, mate.
I think as long as you're not dealing with any purists, you're fine.
There's always a purist somewhere.
Any of those diehard Volkswagen guys out there, you know what I mean?
I'm gonna buy myself a Beetle one of these days.
My uncle had one that had no floor in it when he bought it.
Don't think Dan's would once he got out of it.
Oh.
I tell.
My dad went to pick the car up with my uncle. He hops in with him. And my dad's like, "What's wrong with the floor, man?" My uncle's like, "Oh, it's fine." My dad flipped the carpet up and there was like a hole down to the road. It was like the Flintstones, he said.
Yabba dabba doo.
Yeah. So,
I had a 74 Superbug and I took it down to the creek where all the rednecks were, and they dared me to drive it through the creek, and I did, and it floated.
ooh.
Okay, so in the chat, that was saying, oh, wild turkey, more JD guy myself, just waiting for 1 p.m. cracker cider. Otherwise, Owen Dole gives me a raised eyebrow. Yeah. Ronald's saying, brother-in-law bought a spider at Reptile Fair. Half a year later, I asked how it was doing. He poked a hole. Oh, hello. And it came out. His leg was the size of my pinky. Pyrrhophosa blondie, biggest spider ever.
Okay.
That was asking, is one of those bird-eating spiders about the size of a dinner plate? What you need is a camel spider. They jump. We've done the feminine side of Norman, allegedly. William's in saying good morning from Rochester, New York, USA. Good morning.
That'll be cold.
I have a birdie-nosed spider
We
the size
talked
of a
about the
gold plate.
hinges. Daryl's saying to Al's coffee break, 20% coffee, 80% Scottish blend.
Nothing wrong with the Scottish blend. I'm not. Nothing wrong with that. Sunday, enjoying your time, go for it.
I'm gonna jump off now, guys.
All right, Luke.
All right, mate, take it steady.
Enjoy.
See you, mate.
Done that one. Steve saying he got an accurate armor kit in the bin 8. Oh, sorry, an accurate armor kit in the bin 8 as its parts were molded either too short or too long and warped. Which kit was that, buddy? Because what you can do with resin is if you've got a warped part, if you heat it up, you can mold it to shape almost.
Cup of hot water, isn't it, Luke?
Yeah, you can use hot water or you can use a hairdryer. And all that. Peter, in response to Dan's pregnancy, is saying cockroaches remain pregnant for the rest of their lives.
Really?
Nice.
Good to know.
So Steve's saying, should see my grandson next weekend so we continue work on his Ninjago Lego set. They're cool, actually. I like them. They're almost Gundamish, aren't they?
A little bit, yeah.
Asked me to build it. I said no, but we'll go through it with him. So as he builds it, not me next time. Yeah, that's how you teach him, mate.
I've got a Harry Potter bus to finish with James.
Nice.
No.
But spending the time with them and showing them how to read the instructions and stuff.
Oh, he's brilliant anyway.
You know, next time they're going to do it themselves, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh, he does it himself. He just wants me to help him do this one.
Daryl's daughter's going into hospital tomorrow. 3rd grandchild on the way.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
What else we got? Have you answered the question about the 911 GT3, Paul?
No, mate.
No? Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. Paul, have you ever built to me a 911 GT3? If so, what did you think of it?
I've not, mate, but it looks a good kit. I've got it in the stash.
I've built it. It's a good kit.
It is. There you go.
Very good kit, actually. Yeah, it was nice.
Ronald was asking me in relation to Warhammer, which is the best looking kit from Warhammer? There's lots, mate. There's lots. Armor wise, really you're limited to Imperial Guard or Space Marines. The new kits, the one I've just finished, the Repulsor, they're really nice looking. They're cool looking, but they're not cheap. But Warhammer in general, I really like. There's a race in Warhammer 40k called Tyranids, which are kind of, you look at like the Aliens films, and they're very similar in the aesthetic to those, but they do some big sort of alien monsters, and they're really cool looking. But I would imagine it'll be an absolute nightmare to paint and paint well. I mean, there's some stuff out there, if you look on some of the Warhammer pages on Facebook and stuff, where people paint them, and hats off to them because they do a cracking job, but it's way beyond my skill set. Way beyond. Daryl's off, says catch you all next week. See you, Daryl. Jack 3PT saying he made the mistake of giving a girlfriend's little brother a model that he'd worked very hard on because he liked it so much. Within hours, it was blown up with firecrackers.
Oh.
Yeah, well, that's what it's all about. Steve saying he had the accurate armor Saracen. and none of it went together as it should. Yeah, with Accurate Armor, the thing is that they do subjects, mainly British, that you can't get anywhere else. And they take a lot of time. But if you can get it together and take the time on it, they look awesome. You've only got to go to, I've seen them at Telford, and look at the kits that they've got on their stand that are built, and they look really good, really good. I mean, they do it, I think it's a 124 Saracen from Northern Ireland. Well, that's in the configuration it is. And yeah, it looks amazing. Full engine detail, full interior. Yeah, nice. Steve saying, that's funny, Paul. My grandson is called James and he's 6.
Ah, there you go. Ah, good strong name.
My ankle. Oh. Raining there today. My ankle's just throbbing.
Yeah, the damp bother you. Now.
Where's Simon? Simon's still in there? Oh, yep.
Aye.
No, I've painted the little car, the black.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
the black hole.
It's not clear coated yet, though, is it?
Nah, I just painted it then.
Is it flipping? Not. It's a bit unfocused, chunk.
Yeah, I'm trying to get the bloody thing to. Well, it's kind of blue and then it goes to purple.
That's cool, yeah.
Was that a oh crap? Was that a cartoonish Corvette?
No, it's just a little wind-up car I had and I've pulled apart.
It looks kind of like an old Stingray.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, it doesn't say what it is anywhere on it. But I had it when I was 10. That's 37 years ago. I don't remember what was on the packet.
Oh, Chuck, you're old.
I am old.
I'm just busting chops.
I'm 47 years of age.
47 years young, right?
Oh, no.
No, he's definitely old.
I feel every one of them.
I'm 42 years old, not 42.
Yeah, that's 65, I feel. Both ankles are gone, both knees are gone, shoulders.
Yeah, I'm getting there. I'm 35 years old on the ankle. So
Building an Aussie rules football. That's what does it do.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Tommy and knees, eh?
Back to that comment about the dinner plate size spider. I actually have one of those.
Or dinner plate.
Dinner plate size spider.
Oh, look at that. A mirror.
Who's that chap?
Lord.
South America.
That's a small one.
That's I'm not even gonna look. I don't like spiders at all.
Got like
Yeah.
across my living room carpet of a night watching the TV. I think I'd leave the house.
I think I would too.
But you're not running across your leg in the middle of the night.
A mate of mine once said if he found a big spider, he'd sell the house and move. He hates them.
What the ones you got to watch are camel spiders.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So the male doesn't grow much bigger than that one Dan showed, sort of 6-8 inches across. The female grows huge, you know,
Yeah.
12 to 15 inches across, and they jump. So if you're walking towards it and the sun or light is behind you, and you cast a shadow over it, it will jump towards you. It's
They're completely.
Wonder how many of those have been shot.
loads.
Yeah, if I had a gun, that spider would be getting shot that
Yeah.
big.
Most of them have had a 5.56 in them, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But we used to catch them because the males aren't aggressive. So essentially what happens is they mate, very similar to a black widow. So they mate, and then the female kills the male.
Isn't that always the way?
That's just a lesson in life, isn't it, really?
We're lucky to have them here as well.
But the females are very aggressive, and they will fight. So what we used to do is catch them. We'd catch a scorpion, and then we'd use lighter fluid or petrol, create a circle in the sand, light it, and put them in the middle, and then we'd run bets on which one's going to win. Allegedly, that's not a war crime, people. That's
That's just wartime antics.
Well, he's having fun.
yeah.
I'd put $5
Yeah, a
on
lot of camel spiders were shot, definitely.
Yeah.
You got to have something to distract you from the RPGs coming in at you, right?
Absolutely.
Right, folks, the family need feeding, so I'll let it go.
And
Right, see you later, guys. Have
Bye,
fun.
Norm.
See you later, bud.
Bye. Bye.
Oh dear. I'm just going to go and grab a bacon butty. I'll be back shortly.
Hey, mate.
Oh, man.
A bacon what?
Butty. It's basically bacon wrapped in a bay leaf, sauteed over an open flame.
I'm listening to this with.
And we served them on a large ceremonial tray.
It comes from the shoulder.
Yeah, it's shoulder. Yeah.
And before you eat it, you have to sing "God Save the Queen."
I should remember that, Luke. Right, I'm off.
It's actually cheek meat, huh?
Wait a minute. It's what?
Cheek meat.
The basically is we call butties sandwiches.
Oh, okay.
It's a bacon sandwich.
We just call them sandwiches.
Yeah, we're older than you, like we've got different words.
Strange words.
No, proper English.
That's where we got the name or the term buns.
Buns?
Hamburger buddy.
Oh. I thought it was
Moving on.
Hamburger Helper. Excuse me.
Alan's still with us.
Me?
Again?
You're very quiet, mate.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm midst of concentrating, mate. We're sort of trying to get the finishing touches on this shell and stuff. So I'm still here, though. I'm listening and laughing. Getting to the point where I'm going to have to paint the glass. What's happening in the chat? Not sure how far Luke got up to.
I got up to Daryl shooting off. So next one is Jack 3PT. Oh no, I read that one. I'm down to.
Done the accurate armor one, haven't you?
Yeah, I've done that, mate. Yeah.
Oh, James and yeah, that's funny. Paul, my grandson, is called James. Yeah, 6. Yeah, I'm sure I don't know why he didn't call him Dad. But there we go. Daniel Cook, afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah. He said his grandson is called James, so that could make him your dad. Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah. Leave that alone.
Too early in the afternoon for you, that one, Paul. Can you get bed sores in 2 days? Cully's asking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
On who's big
Really?
yet?
You can.
Just need to move. Yeah, I'm not going to say that.
Keep moving. I said it.
Oh, Ronald, Ronald's not said that before about the PS4. His son's just died. Can't get any response about it. Just a blue light of death.
He said it had died, but he was going to try and revive it.
Have a look on YouTube, because there's a couple of quite simple fixes, possible fixes on YouTube. Then there's obviously the more complex ones.
Where it kind of goes into like a limp mode almost.
Yeah. But a lot of them, it's due to the fact they overheat over time, keep on overheating them. The actual chip.
People put extra fans in it or better fans in them, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, the chips they call BGA chips, which is the way they're physically mounted to the boards. And what happens over the heat cycles and time, you get a bad joint, what we call a dry joint, and then it causes these issues. So you can sort of sometimes reheat them with a hot air gun to reseat the chip, but it's only ever really a temporary fix. So Rod the Wind saying he's been gloss coating. Did he miss anything? Nothing at all.
Nothing stimulating.
I guess if that happens to your PS4, that's when it's time to go get a PS5.
Yeah, well, that's if the PS5's out. Yeah, I don't think it's out yet. Is it PS5?
I think so.
Not sure, to be honest. I haven't kept up with the gaming. Paul will know.
Yeah, it's out. It's out.
I suppose it's just like another terabyte or two of constant updates over the PS4, is it?
I've got a clue.
supposed to
Would
be
you use
more.
Xbox or PS4, Paul?
I'm Xbox.
Do you not find it constantly wanting to update?
Game updates every now and then. Xbox doesn't tend to really. Usually changes in the game.
Let's use some ultimate decal solution.
Let's just windscreen fluid there.
Allegedly.
Well, if they're that confident about that, they should try putting it in their car.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking it.
All right, boys, I'm going to jump out, get some lunch. I'll catch you later.
Sounds good, Luke.
See you later, folks.
Bye-bye.
Kev's got a faulty CPU
Mm.
and can't replace it.
Mm-hmm.
And then he says he might need to do some modelling to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Always a good solution.
And so that's ready to go. The primer later.
Brings me to the glass.
Added some little PE. What's the word I'm looking for? Strips on there to hold it on a bit better.
Yeah.
You know, just little overhangs.
Okay.
I did try magnets, but those rare earth magnets are that strong they just pull themselves off the CA glue. No way in the world. So there we go. Got a little bit to fill on top there. A little bit more too. We're ready for primer later. What have you got me into, Ronald? What have you got me into? Peer pressure to build the kit. Peer pressure to open it all up. Oh, God. Your thought, Alan?
Yeah, I'll take the blame for it. I don't mind.
That'd be good. Be a good build. People have been asking me to do PE stuff like this for ages. The next one I quite like to do is the rattle can one. Just use all spray cans.
Yeah.
I think that'd be quite a good one.
Look, it's going back to almost back to basics, isn't it, as well? So
it is in a way, yeah.
There's a lot of people that say can't afford an airbrush and stuff like that. And, or haven't got the facilities to use an airbrush even.
Or just don't want to use one. There's a lot of people out there that just don't want to use an airbrush. That's fair enough.
Just want to pop outside, rattle can it outside, then bring it back in,
You can get a perfect primer finish and a perfect paint job of a rattle can. It's a clear coat that's a bit iffy because you've got to be so careful over decals. Yeah, we'll give it a go one day. I don't know what build to do it on. We'll figure something out.
Cool.
We had decal issues with this rattle can.
Decals? Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's issues?
I said I've never had issues with the clear eating the decals.
Yeah, but how wet are you putting it on? And how many decals are we talking about?
A reasonable amount.
A fully livered read rally car?
No, not a rally car, but I've had some that have had a decent amount of decals.
Yeah, it will eat it. A lot of people out there say it won't. Oh, it will. It will eat the decals.
But that'd be a good thing to do, actually, Paul, is a test. I mean, I know it, just some normal sort of styrene sheets.
Yeah.
With some decals on.
Yeah.
Or decals, whatever you want to call them.
Clear coats.
And then just hit them with clear coats, like a light coat, a medium coat, and a heavy coat, and show what happens.
Not saying it'll happen all the time. You just got to be very, very careful.
It depends on the clear coat a lot as well, doesn't it? To be honest.
The Mist Hobby stuff's probably the least harmful that I've seen, that I've used. But it's hot paint by the nature of what it is at the end of the day. It is what it is. Made some good progress in that today. I'm happy with that. It's all right, Ronald, don't worry, mate. It's worth doing. You're right. It's worth doing. Just quite daunting looking at it, thinking, cut apart a 50 quid kit.
Okay, but you'll be able to take pictures with it either up or off. Some.
Yeah, might be able to do up. Can figure out a way of doing that. It will hold itself on with that little bit of stuff I've made like that.
Yeah.
The bracket. So if I can prop it up. Figure something out. Huh?
I'm pretty pleased with the way this turned out.
Hey?
I'm pretty pleased with the way this has
It
turned
looks
out.
good, mate. It's a very striking looking car, isn't it?
Yeah. Like I say, all the backlights seem to have come out well. The back end come out well. The front end seems to have come out well with all the extra decal and stuff
Yeah.
on them. Cool.
Looks good, mate. I haven't had my decals through from that company yet. That's in Europe. They're not playing silly buggers.
Which ones are those?
NF Zone, the Marlboro decals for that kit.
Oh, okay.
Ordered them 2 weeks ago.
Oh, that's what the decal paper turned up the other day as well. So I need to.
Right, cool. All right, mate.
So I'll wait till I drop this kit off, get a bit of ribbon and stuff off you.
Yeah, I've got a piece here for you.
Everything is really, really slow. We've got mail here in the States that I have not received that I know was mailed out 10 days ago. And anything in the States, there's no excuse for it to not be here within 5 to 7 days. And we're 10 days out now, so, and still no idea when it's going to come. And a lot of things are that way here. I'm having trouble getting items that supplies that I order for the business. Anything that comes from overseas, I'm having trouble getting as well. So do you guys have flight service? Is it pretty normal or is it really curtailed?
What, you mean flights between the UK?
Yeah, in and out of the UK.
Oh, there's nothing, I don't think. Travel ban's totally down, isn't it?
A lot of parcels and mail get put on commercial, airline flights as part of the baggage.
Yeah.
And if that's been stopped, that's really, really going to slow things down. So
Most of our UK mail is done by road anyway, or rail. Probably road now, to be honest. More than
even coming from Europe?
No, but
internal mail.
Internal mail.
Yeah.
I've never seen the sky so quiet for aircraft.
Isn't it weird?
Yeah. I'm over one of the, not actual flight paths, but one of the ways through, high altitude. So you'd often hear them sometimes dropping altitude, or you'd always see them. I haven't seen them for God knows how long now.
Yeah, same here. It's not nearly like it used to be. I ordered something from Poland. Oh, it's 2 months now. Hasn't gotten here yet.
Oh, Mr. Morgan ordered decals, I think it was from Italy. And he got them within the week.
Wow.
I ordered some. I think mine took about 10, 11 days. I ordered some from Italy myself. It's just strange, isn't it? It's how some things come through really quickly, and some take forever.
Paul, the last thing I got from you came, I swear, in 4 days.
Yeah, UMP, because we're using UPS Courier. We had to increase the postage cost a touch to use them. But it's lightning fast delivery now.
It just blew my mind how fast it got here.
It's very, very quick. It's the only service we can use, really. So pretty much screwed there. You guys got to pay the price, unfortunately, which not everyone's going to pay, but there's not much we can do there.
1.3 mil.
I think I've set a record here for the birds sleeping in as long as they have.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure I get this put together right.
I've cleared it now.
Oh,
yeah. Ronald's saying during the service on those 037s, Paul, they'd stick a pole under the back
yeah,
end to support it.
Hold the shovel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was there saying, view from my window, here comes the snow blowing in from the southwest up Loch Ness. Oh dear. Harry's saying he sent a letter AML on the 15th of November and it's still not delivered.
Mm.
Yeah. Whiskey Tango saying there's over 30 container ships waiting to port in California right now. It's all messed up in the US of A.
Yeah, container ships, the containers themselves are in really, really short supply.
Friend owns a trucking company, and that's all he hauls is containers out the coast.
Yeah, Matt 58 saying he's 31 miles from JFK and there's very little air traffic. I think there's very little air traffic across the whole world at the moment. And Roy DeWin saying he's still waiting 3 weeks for the TB decals from Italy. That's the second set I've ordered and they haven't arrived. You've been in touch with them and asked them if they've been sent. And Whiskey Tango's asking, Paul, when you ship paints, solvents to the US, does it have to be done via ship or can it be airmailed?
We can't post them. We're not allowed to post them anymore. Nope. We don't post ships or solvents now. Ships. Paints. Sadly.
Is that just to the States or is that to Europe as well, Paul? Or
No, Europe's all right. EE, we're unable to process your latest bill. That's because I'm not with EE.
yeah, but they want you to fill in the details and put your account details in here.
Yeah.
You gotta love the tries, don't you?
Oh yeah, someone will fall for it though.
I know.
Someone will fall for it.
Love holding on to old decal sheets so you can use the decals on other kits to cover up paint mistakes.
There you go. It's a grey as well.
Using some pin strapping that came with a motorcycle kit on the Volkswagen.
Sweet. Who this?
Me. The lacquers are good. I've primed, based, coated and cleared that all in 2 hours.
Yeah. Right then, I think that'll do us today. Been on for 4 hours again. I'm getting another. Oh, apparently our Astra delivery is on its way. It arrived 30 minutes ago. Good to know, isn't it?
That means you'll be able to have some treats, Paul.
Eh?
That means you'll be able to have some treats.
Yeah. Hannah had to tell the delivery driver to step back. He stepped right up to look at something on the receipt. Hannah's like, "Can you back away, please?" I mean, ludicrous. Ludicrous. But anyway, right. So, yeah, thanks for joining us this morning. Another enjoyable Sunday morning with all you guys and girls out there. We'll be back on Wednesday, 10 a.m. for a few hours again. Make sure you tune in then. Say hello. Come join us for a bit. Thanks for all these guys for joining, everyone that's helped. And we will catch you all then. So stay safe. Be careful. Do loads of modelling. If you want to come and join us off there, all the links are in descriptions and on non-live videos. You can find them all down there. Everyone's welcome. Come and join us and say hello. We'll catch you all next time. So bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.